and you get a good glimpse of Big Zorn.
Oh, fuck.
Where do you want to run to?
A little bit farther down the beach from Aeodin and the skeleton.
You start to hear some spooky noises.
Oh, fuck.
I start going in the other way.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. My name's Elliott. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Bounty Board. I'd like to introduce four of my friends before we get started. We've got top left Caleb.
Hey guys, I'm Caleb playing Hershey, a human bard.
He's our bard. We got.
Sounds so good.
Sounds better now.
We did get updated audio hardware, so. And then we have James, top right.
Hey guys, I'm James, and I play Aeodin, the High Elf Fighter.
That's James. And Kris, bottom left.
Yo, I'm Kris. I play Gulroc, the half-orc barbarian.
The Barbie. And David, bottom right.
Barbie.
What's up, guys? I'm David. I play an air genocide rogue named Zagoria.
That's Zagoria. Alright, so I can give you guys the summary, or do you want to just babble about what happened 2 weeks ago? Because we
Go ahead and give the summary. I think that's that'll do.
Okay, I'll just read what I typed up. So, last episode, our party took their first step into the dungeon of the Mad Mage. They discovered, just a couple feet below, an army below the underdark city of Skullport that is led by a blind hobgoblin warlord named Azruk. They were tasked, along with a new friend they met along the way, Patrick, of finding a dagger of blind sight. It was beknownst to you that this dagger was how the blind warlord was able to see, and because he wasn't able to see, there were encroaching invaders, the Drow, which you all happen to know are not affiliated in any way with the Drow you met upstairs. These are kind of like their own faction. So the dagger was the key to bringing the army back to power, having been sieged by the invaders, and after some careful haggling and avoiding selling your friend into slavery, the party had found good favor with the hobgoblins below. So now their dungeon delve continues, and they begin to learn more of the turmoil caused by the Mad Mage Hallister.
Oh, spooky.
They did find out his name. His name's Hallister. This dungeon belongs to him.
Next time you do the recap, can you do it in like the announcer voice, like last episode?
I often try and practice the Avatar Korra announcer.
Yes.
Last week and today's episode of
That would be
Avatar.
amazing.
Nice.
That would be amazing.
So as you all kind of reconvened and left Patrick back home, because it didn't seem like you wanted to take him with you, did you?
He needs to rest up, that's for sure.
Yeah, he should be with his people.
Weren't we gonna rest up too? Because we kind of used a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's up to you.
We're going to do a quick rest, I believe. Right?
Yeah, I know we did a short before the end of the last stream.
Oh, okay.
Because I rolled a bunch of... Or no, maybe it was a long, because I got a bunch of hit dice back.
Yeah, you guys fought two like mini bosses, and you were like, "Yeah, we're tired. We spent everything," and I allowed it. You could take a long rest. That's fine.
Oh, we're gonna take a long rest. Okay.
Yeah, just
Oh,
reset. You know, it's only gonna get tougher. I mean, what?
Big deal.
I hope so.
Gulroc can take it.
Those dudes were
I don't know
easy.
about these other bitches.
I apologize if the music left.
It's actually
where
very
is
quiet.
Oh, it's quiet for you.
Yeah, I gotta
I can't
check
even
that
Yeah,
out.
I can't even hear it.
Well, you got it.
Yeah, you might have to turn it up on your end then. It's up there
Okay.
for me. Cool.
Okay.
So,
What?
up to you if you want to stock up on provisions, but Patrick kind of like wakes up from his slumber and he's like, are we up for more? Are we going back?
Maybe it's best if you remain here, Patrick.
Well, if he's ready to go, I'd be fine with taking him. I thought he'd just be still injured. But are you okay to go, Patrick?
You could see he's still like kind of like packing his things and maybe like hesitating about going.
He's like reaching for stuff, but he's not like, he's like slowly reaching for it. Like he's
Yeah.
asking you to, okay.
You seem
you know what?
apprehensive.
Well, I've always considered myself the adventuring type, but after those two encounters, I think I just want to be a sex slave.
Oh my gosh.
Willingly?
I mean, the opportunity
Easy
was
way
there.
out, I see.
Mhm.
I thought this was the beginning of an origin story.
It is.
Yeah.
The beginnings of an orgy story.
Oh,
Oh.
Hey.
Hey.
I was gonna say an orifice story.
That works too.
We're all so clever.
All of the above.
We should be hired. Okay, well, I'm just gonna stay here. Also, your gnome friend has kind of been giving me dirty looks. Zoblob is like hiding behind Gulroc, but he has a middle finger, kind of like high in the air. You're wasting our time.
He's a little protective.
Yeah, he's a little
Like,
jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic Hobgoblin.
So Patrick, he does tell you that there are other hobgoblins and goblinoids deeper within this level of the dungeon, and as long as you have some kind of sign or a way of showing that you're part of the Legion, it's the Legion of Ozrock, you would be given safe passage. So before you leave, you just look around, and there's plenty of like hobgoblins wearing either like tabards, or they have like little banners behind them, kind of like samurai style. There's many ways you can kind of like convey this information. It's up to you if you want to like don your equipment with the sigils, or if you want to carry something around with you. But there is just a simple emblem. You're welcome to like write it on parchment, or have like Azrook sign something if you like. But
I'd like
Patrick,
to-
yeah.
I'd like to try and look for not like a banner size, just something to hang off of the hilt of my longsword.
Okay.
Just like maybe like two, like 1.5 feet, 2 feet long. Maybe like a handkerchief or a piece of a banner with the symbol on it.
Mm-hmm. And just asking around, like everyone's kind of keen on like helping you. Azrock has already spread the word, as well as the lieutenants, so you have no trouble in getting what you need.
Sick.
Yeah.
I'll fasten that on there, however, like just tie off one end.
I have a question before we head out. This is just for the DM. How do you remove curses, just so that I know? Just,
There's
for gaining
spells.
knowledge.
I think there's actually a spell called Remove Curse. Let me just check Greater Restoration. What is there a particular curse in mind?
Just cursed items. I just want to know if I have to like take it to someone or something in case the off chance I get cursed with something.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
boy.
from your interaction with the Emerald Enclave, you're aware that the Greater Restoration is the spell that would help with that kind of curse, and it can be used on items. However, you've never experienced it firsthand, and the item you receive from the Emerald Enclave might do the trick.
Okay, good to know. During this long rest, I want to be attuning to my skull that I have.
Sure. Can you click it, and just so we can read it?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Kobold thing.
Yeah, Zoblob, kind of feeling rested and recuperated. Well, guys, I've actually leveled up 5 times over that rest. So I might be more useful in battle.
Well, that's
Well,
not
that's-
foreboding.
With great rage.
Big sword didn't happen.
Okay.
So yeah, this Kobold Skull will grant you luck, 1 reroll
Yep.
per day. So the curse of it is actually part of the enchantment.
Okay.
So if you were to use Greater Restoration on it, it would
It would remove the luck
remove
too.
that.
Mm,
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to know that for me. I mean, Gulroc's pretty stupid, so he might not remove it, but I wanted to
this
know
like-
what you could do. in
Was
case.
this on a necklace or something?
It's a skull. It's
Just
a
a
kobold skull.
You just wear it
Yeah,
on.
cool.
You just hold it.
Like Hamlet.
I like, you know, you can
Well,
put
for
it
him
by
it'd
your
be like
loincloth.
this.
yeah. It's just on my finger.
Yeah,
Well,
I would
it's
say
Got
Kobold
a finger
Skull is
hat.
like the size of your kneecap, and you being like a hulking brute, that's pretty large. So
Okay.
maybe even
Like
like a
a-
shoulder plate if you wanted.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I put it on my shoulder.
Yeah. Like
Like a
a
single
dog
one,
skull.
You know?
Yeah. One.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Okay, so Aeodin has donned the sigil of the House Ozrock. Has anyone else decided that they wanted to?
I'll put on a tabard.
Okay. Yeah, they essentially have to cut a tabard in half. So you have like this construction worker type like overhang that is kind of like burlap sacky in nature.
Okay, I don't want that. I'd like throw it over like a cloak behind me. That's what I do.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, very nice. Gulroc, Zagoria, are you donning any identification armor?
Well, I already have my Misty Step cloak that I wear. Can I like wear a cloak over top of that maybe? Or like put a little piece of it on it or something?
This is more or less to convey that you're part of the Legion. So it's not exactly like equipment, so to speak, but more or less like vanity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I just get the sigil or whatever painted on my chest, since I don't really wear armor?
The Hobgoblins are all about it. They literally like find a bleeding Hobgoblin, Patrick, and they take some of his blood and smear it onto your chest, making the sigil.
That's metal as fuck.
Yeah.
Patrick like winces in pain, like, anything for you, Gulroc.
Now it's like you're with us the whole way.
Really?
Aww.
Yeah.
That's
Gulroc
so awesome.
Then maybe if they could like paint it on my cloak and then I can remove it later, you know, type of thing.
Okay. Yeah, they smear the blood on your cloak without even thinking twice about it.
Oh yeah.
No
Nice.
such thing as
That
OxyClean
we're
in this
blood
world.
brothers, Zagoria now.
Sweet.
So Patrick actually like kind of like hobbles in front of you and leads you back the way you came. Well, you guys don't have a guide, but if you just follow this winding cavern, you'll eventually get there. I suppose it'll be more fun for you adventuring types if you don't know the way.
Yeah, more
Sure.
things to smash.
Thanks, Patrick.
So essentially, because you guys don't have a guide at this point, you'll have less of a chance of finding where you need to go. So Patrick's like, all right, bye, and he's slow backing up.
Before we
stops
head
him.
out, can I look for some sort of like parchment and writing
Sure.
utensil?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Investigation. I'm really good at this. I keep forgetting.
20.
20.
Yeah, you find parchment, and then you kind of flip it over, and there's actually a map.
Perfect.
However, yeah, the map, however, is not of the entire level. It's actually a map of the Legion of Azraq's kind of like territories.
Okay.
And you find that it kind of like encloses the perimeter, and I'll actually reveal it for...
Amazing.
Yeah, so everybody will get all of the denizens of this area. So if you scroll up, you'll be able to notice all of the inhabitants of this. It's kind of like dwarven architecture, but for the most part, it's very like low-key not taken care of.
That's huge. Holy shit.
Yeah, and this is only like a third maybe of the map, probably like closer to a...
Get out of here.
Cool. So you guys heading up?
I don't see
Awesome.
what part of the map you're talking about.
You
Go
gotta scroll up.
north.
You gotta put some effort in, bro.
The
Just
whole
where all
the
these
fort.
things are? Is this what you're talking about?
Yep. So that's the
Okay.
entire like fortress area.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Well, since I'd still like to try and have a way to navigate the caves, but could I like on the back of it try to like get some sort of like as we're going through the tunnels and stuff, just so we have a way to get back?
Oh sure.
Like-
I mean, I'm not a cartographer, so
Just
it would
mapping out,
probably
like,
be
where
really
we've been.
crude.
So yeah, you're basically able to find the necessary utensils like a pen and ink, and you're able to mark it pretty adequately. Like this parchment is actually the best parchment that you could find in this area, so it's perfect
Beautiful.
for writing on.
Excellent. So we have minimal chance of getting lost. So I guess that
already
I would be
lost.
busy doing that while we're while we're traveling.
So as you all resume, unless anybody else had something to do before you left. Okay.
Forward.
Yeah, so you begin to peruse through the cavern. You actually notice some scurrying from one of the rooms you've already investigated in. And just peeking around the corner, you see two goblins huddled at the northern end. and they have basically found something and placed it on top of a large pile of skeletons that was in the room before.
Like regular goblins, not the hobgoblins we've been...
Yeah, they're like 2 normal-sized goblins. Ones that you've encountered on the surface.
Well, I'll ask them, what you got there?
This is ours. We found it. My precious.
Insight.
Yeah. Can we see what they have? What they're holding?
Yeah. Make a perception check, and Gulroc, you can as well.
Yeah, I get an advantage on those.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah,
yikes.
switch over to advantage.
An
On
8.
my sheet.
I didn't see her.
You got a 16 twice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Were you able to find it, Aeodin, or?
Oh, 8. It was an 8.
Oh, it didn't show up for us.
Yeah, that's
Really?
Hmm.
Yeah, I right underneath my investigation. It's like in the same box.
Oh no, I don't see it.
You know?
No, we don't see it.
Oh.
Try it
yeah.
again. We just
I'll roll
troubleshoot
again.
it.
Yeah, no worries. Sorry, I was like, what are we waiting for?
Yeah, I was like,
Everybody was thinking that.
18, right?
Okay,
Not,
perception.
it was an 18 that you rolled?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, it was an 18.
It was.
So yeah, you notice these goblins as they're kind of like trying to put it behind their back, but each of them has a broken half of a statue. It's a purple worm statuette carved out of lustrous purple stone.
How I want to get an eye on Zablob real quick. Like, what's he
Zablob's
doing?
picking his nose, like
Okay.
kind of bored.
Okay.
He's
okay.
flipping through a spell book that kind of like you've never really noticed before.
What?
Mhm.
Interesting. Okay. I just want to see if you noticed the shiny purple thing.
Does the statue at all resemble the worm thing in the tavern worm thing in the skull or whatever?
It's a worm-like statue. It's hard to tell if it's the same.
Oh, okay.
Where did you find this?
We found it in that smelly room. You all left before looking it, and so we took it, and it's ours.
Well, if it was in that room that we fought in, then I guess it's kind of ours, right? And you took it from us.
Finders keepers.
The other one says.
Me and Dribblespit will shank you if you come any closer.
I mean, did you see what we did to that monster in there? You think you could shank us?
Yes.
I like just take out my axe and like let it thud the ground really heavily, and I'm just like, "Are you sure?"
You don't even know what this is. What it does. You don't even know your way around this cavern.
It does something.
Which makes me want to have that.
You're a greedy ogre.
I'm not a greedy ogre.
I have a
I'm
family of
greedy
20 to
orc.
feed.
What did he say?
20?
I have a family of 20. I must feed. We'll go hungry if we don't pawn this.
Can I make some sort of roll to like determine like an arcana or history or something? Or I guess it depends on if I saw enough of the statue or not. I just want to like get an idea of what it might be, or if it's just valuable in gold.
It was essentially a sculpture of a valuable gem.
Oh, so the material it's made out of is really nice.
You can glean that the material it's made out of is what would get you a profit. And these goblins were essentially just going to pawn it up in Skullport.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to be going now.
We should definitely either intimidate them into telling us the information they know, or pay them a couple of gold.
For it? Yeah, I don't want to kill them.
I mean, I was trying to intimidate them with the axe kind of thing. So.
They're either too stupid or something to be intimidated. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I was just hoping somebody would just go through and push the goblins over.
I'm not that.
I don't know. I really don't want to. I was like,
oh, they're still.
Zagoria notices them start to like sink under the skeleton pile they were standing on.
I'm gonna grab them, as many as I can.
Okay,
especially
make a
ones with a statue.
I'll say a sleight of hand check.
Or yeah, I guess I could grab the statue as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So are you grabbing the statue or them?
I'm grabbing as many pieces of the statue. No.
Each of them had half of a statue.
There's two, right?
Yeah, there were two goblins. They were clearly like siblings.
I'm gonna grab them.
Okay. Yeah. Before they could scurry away, the two minuscule goblins are yanked by Zagoria by the ankle, and you kind of like yeet them into the air. And they land on their backs, panicking, winded.
Please don't kill us. We have a family of 30 to feed.
Listen,
Keeps getting
we just
bigger.
need some information. We're not here to. We're not looking to harm you. We just, we're looking to adventure deeper into this dungeon, and we just want to know what we're going to be up against. And we also would like that statue. That is rightfully ours.
One of them has a nervous fart.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, Dribblespit, who was identified by his brother, speaks up.
Hey, listen, me and Zob, we're just humble orphans. We don't go very far in the caverns.
Insight check.
Okay, insight.
You just said you had a family of 30.
Yeah.
No, our family's like 40 by now.
They multiply like 10 by every like 30 seconds.
12.
Well,
Are you related to rabbits?
you've met orphans before. These guys fit the part.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I feel bad like beating him up, but I really want that statue.
I don't. I take the statues.
Listen, guys, I'm not really moved by your sob story here, but
Nice.
I'm gonna need what you know. So you better give it up quick.
Having been caught and essentially they couldn't get away, they leave the statues and then they dive back into the skeleton pit.
I take 2 of my rations and I toss them over by the bottom.
Okay. As you toss them, you see a hand literally grab it midair.
All right, good. There you go.
And they take the rations.
Thank you, mister.
Remember, I'm the good one. Saying.
Yeah, and Hershey, make a history check. Unless anyone else is proficient in history.
Gulroc is actually no.
Nope.
7.
Well, the statue is a worm, and it was broken into. It's a nice purple amethyst, and you reckon if you were able to mend it, you could pawn it for about 125 gold pieces.
Since I picked up pieces, I want to turn to Zobglob, and I keep calling him Zobglob, and like ask him like, "Hey, this thing's purple. You know anything about it?"
You could see him start to salivate as he notices how purple it is.
It looks mighty valuable, but it's just a worm.
Okay.
All right, just put it in the holder.
He kind of like grasps at it as you put it away.
I like let it like linger just enough so maybe he can get like a nice little touch on it with his fingertips, and then I put it back in the bag of the holder.
He does get a touch on it, and he puts it up to his lips, and he like tastes it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
is
purple.
So weird.
That's purple.
That's
All right, so you move in closer as you go down this cavern that you have yet to explore. You
With the
begin to notice
chirping.
some arguing. There's a lot of familiar grunts and groans from bugbears, which I believe you've encountered once before.
They were
Wait,
in
there
the
was bugbears in the
Hobgoblin place, right?
fortress, right? Yeah.
Yeah, there were a couple bugbears. They were essentially
Okay.
like the mercenaries of the bunch. They're very brutish in nature. So as you approach, they are hunkered down in a 15-foot high cave, and they're gnawing on old bones. And they immediately stand up and draw their weapons as you approach.
I take my cloak and I put it over like Batman, over in front of my face.
I just grunt back.
Yeah.
Joe,
I'll make my banner thing as visible as possible. Maybe it's a bad idea to put it on my sword because I'm basically like drawing my weapon to show them that like you're part of this.
You can like hold it
it's on
upside
my
down.
chest, so
Where did you get those? Where you get those?
we came back from the Hobgoblin place.
From
We're with
Ashcraft.
them.
What's the password? No, I'm just kidding.
Ooh.
You seem okay.
Gulroc was thoroughly confused for a second.
I was like, oh fuck.
Just a prank, bro. Okay, well, it's,
Bugbears have the sense of humor.
Yeah.
Just prank, bro.
it seems as though Azrock like you is okay. Should we let them pass? And they all kind of like look in unison to the one guy in the back. He's like, yeah, let pass.
Groovy.
Essentially, had no one donned anything, you probably would have had to fight them.
Oh my goodness.
That's a lot of
dang it.
bugbears. Wow. All right, I'll just kind of like
Do they look?
coolly
do-
walk through.
Do they look like what Hershey would think that he could negotiate with them for a guide?
Make a perception check.
Perception.
Yeah.
17.
17. They look really stupid. Like,
Alright,
they probably couldn't find their own way back without help.
Okay, then I know not to. Even the leader type guy.
The leader type guy looks the least stupid, but still stupid.
Okay, then I'll
You're
just
better
keep
off.
my-
Yeah, you're better off not taking any of these. You probably
Good
get
job.
more
Okay.
lost.
Good, glad I noticed that.
I just give him fist bumps as I walk by. Just
Nice.
they
And
seem
I'll-
like the bro type.
I'll go back to sketching the
Okay,
crude
yeah.
map.
So you're essentially painting the pathway as you go. This entire cavern is pretty sketched out. You notice that this is the last room that's part of that sketched section.
Okay.
As you kind of round the corner, you hear less grunty sounds and more like Hobgoblin in nature, kind of like Patrick's voice. And they seem to be going through like a drill, like an army drill. And walking into the room are 11 hobgoblins and one captain in this 20-foot high cave. And there's bloodstains on the floor that give the appearance that some violent skirmishes have appeared in the past. There's a tunnel that descends deeper into the cave. What two? Oh, we have guests. Welcome, friends. And he's kind of like questioning it because you all came from the direction of like the main, campment. He's like, who are you?
We are friends of Azruk. We mean no harm.
Azruk,
I'm
eh?
Gulroc.
That blind bastard.
Well,
He's
not anymore.
blind no more.
Not blind anymore. Thanks to us,
Thanks to you,
the
huh?
saviors.
What'd you do, eh?
Oh, we only did what we needed to ensure that Azrock was taken care of and is happy and satisfied.
You notice that the 11 hobgoblin all kind of fall to the ground, very parched as well as exhausted, and they look anxious for a story.
Is he going to tell us a story?
I'll throw my water skin full of beer from episode 2.
Spoiled by now,
on the ground.
but they'll probably enjoy it.
Yeah, so this is no good to me anymore.
Yeah,
I'll
with
toss that to them.
wicked speed, the captain yanks it out of the air before any of the lesser hobgoblins can take it. What are you doing? Huh? I'm trying to run military tactile drills here, and you're throwing them water? Or what is this, beer?
It's beer, and your men look parched and tired, and we come bearing good news of your leader. Perhaps they should enjoy a rest for a moment.
I'll be the judge of that, elf. Listen, the Legion of Azrock have been on guard for over a year now because of these drow. We can't hesitate at any moment, or they'll take advantage of us.
I mean, we're probably going to take care of that problem too, so you don't have to worry about that too much.
Well, not if Clyus the Skull Cleaver has anything to say about it.
Pardon me?
That's my name. Clyus the Skull Cleaver. You want to know how I got that name?
understand that first part, but Skull Cleaver sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it's what the
I got a
girls
skull
call me.
too.
Skull Cleaver.
And they call you Caillou.
No, that's the gay goblins. That's what they call me.
Oh.
Listen, if you go deeper into the cavern, you are at risk, and there's nothing Mr. Skull Cleaver can do for you. If you want to be safe, go back north.
No, we want to go fight. What we were trying to go fight, guys? What was his name?
Big Zorn.
Yeah, Big Zorn.
Big
Sounds
Zorn.
like a bitch.
You want to fight Big Zorn?
What's funny?
Well, he
Hobgoblin.
eats elves like you for breakfast. Like,
I
we
eat
literally
elves
feed him
for
elves. The drow, like, if we catch them, we feed them to Zorn.
Yeah, but the drow are little bitches. I mean, we've killed so many of those guys. Like, there's one guy and his lover and his other lover. He killed them all.
Some big talk. Well,
I mean, have you seen me? I'm pretty big.
I'm looking at you right now. I don't know what you're trying to say. But anyway, if you want to go see Zorn, you'll take a left at this tunnel here, and he's pointing kind of like southeast. Take a left. If you go right, that goes back to Skullport. That's the entrance by Skull Island. Maybe you're familiar.
Yeah.
And so, just to connect the dots, Skull Island was the other entrance to this level. But you all opted to follow Patrick through the secret entrance, which got you in with the Hobgoblins a lot sooner than this. Essentially, this is the guy you would have talked to if you came through Skull Island.
Gotcha. And we didn't have to, like, sneak through the prison.
Right. So yeah, if you go right, that's going to take you to Skull Island and back to Skullport. If you go behind me, and he's pointing westward, so the big entrance behind him, that goes deeper into the dungeon. I'm afraid you are not ready for that.
Well, you
be
would
the
say
judge
if
of
I'm
that.
ready or not.
Yeah. Way to be a hypocrite.
Well, let's just say it's not prepared, okay?
Is it under construction?
So you are not
or
ready.
something?
I apologize. Maybe some other time.
All right.
Wink!
Yeah.
All right.
So
I just imagine there's a road sign out there.
yeah, Big
Under
Zorn,
construction.
downward to the left. Yeah, you can't miss him. He eats elves for breakfast like you. Okay, are we done?
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, if you're going to continue to doubt us, I guess there's no reason to continue this
Hey,
conversation.
I'm working here. And he claps twice, and all the hobgoblins stand up to attention. They're like, yes, sir, yes, sir. Yes, chef.
Enjoy that stale beard, you bastard. I'll walk through the room.
oh, it's very hairy.
Okay, he actually drinks it in front of all of his men. And he leaves half of it. He's like, all right, men. The first one to do 1,000,000 jumping jacks gets the rest of this. You realize now that hobgoblins can't count.
He doesn't seem like a good.
Hey, he convinced us not to go that way.
Yeah.
So, as I'm drawing the map, as I'm marking this room, I'll just put the dickheads are here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent cartography.
Here be dickheads.
Be the dickhead.
You also begin to notice the sound of like a stream, kind of like a babbling brook, as you enter into this corridor here. You're not exactly close to it, but you can hear it kind of like echoing off the cave caverns. So you follow this long, winding tunnel, and you eventually get into this outcropping. I'll just move you all there. You'll want to go left. Other way, Aeodin.
I wasn't moved.
Other way?
Yeah, here you go. Right up there.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Is there supposed to be more? Oh, there it is.
Aeodin's wandering off like up in himself.
Yeah, Aeodin's already lost.
And I'm the one drawing the map.
Cool. So,
Babbling Brook.
You're a babbling brook one.
you come into a hall of sorts with a dwarven architecture. There's tons of unworked stone here that is likely going to be carved into stone, or maybe whoever was carving is long gone. Everything looks pretty dusty. There is a couple entrances, and you begin to hear like the sludge sound of like a large creature to the south.
Already the crossbow.
So were we supposed to
Saturday.
go north or south?
The Hobgoblin Skull Cleaver, he essentially said to follow the left wall, and you'll come to what you presume is Big Zorn. Okay. The entrance in the middle of the hallway to your south, so your character's right, there is a crushed goblin underneath a 4-foot square block of stone that had fallen from the ceiling. Only its gangly legs are visible. The goblin stepped on a pressure plate nearby, which you realize would have maybe been your fate had he not found it first.
Brave goblin.
All right. I'll look over my shoulder to Zagoria and be like, looks like you're center stage for this one.
Okay. Now,
so there are 3 directions. And yes, Zagoria, make an investigation check.
Oh.
There's 3 directions. So to your left is another like cavern-like. To the south is a much narrower cavern entrance, and then straight ahead of you is where the goblin is. So that's where the pressure plate was. I might have described it poorly, but if you were to go straight ahead, the east, that is more like refined dwarven architecture.
Okay.
We should totally check out that place later, because it seems like there might be stuff there. But I want to kill this bitch, Big Zorn.
Big Zorn, and we double back.
Yeah, you do recall.
Is he in there? Maybe that's where he is, right?
You recall that the throne might have been hid away by dwarves.
So maybe that is the way to him.
The alabaster throne.
I still want to kill Big Zorn.
I do too, but these traps are making me.
These are things your character knows. I'm just filling in the blanks for you. Zorn is with the throne. He is kind of like eating it. And the throne is in the dwarven room.
Like a big ring pop.
Yep. But there are multiple ways of getting there. I'm just trying to help your, like 2 + 2 = 4 action happen.
I can't do math, so where do we want to go?
I mean, we could just head straight in and just be very careful of pressure plates and darts and flames and spikes and all that good stuff.
Zagoria, would you be so kind as to lead us?
Yeah, pick a direction.
What was the south again? And the north?
The south is like a more narrow cavern, and you can faintly hear the sound of a river through that direction. And then to the east is just a generic, or not generic, it's the dwarven architecture, like the runes start to really shape in. Like you can tell that around you right now, there's a lot of like unshapen stone. And so this is kind of like where that middle point is, where they're not quite refined as much.
And then the north is just...
The north just ends abruptly, actually. You just peer through it, and it just ends.
Okay.
Let's go straight.
Let's go that way.
Yeah, let's go straight.
No, what's going on at the end of this? And then
go check it out.
Investigation. I'm gonna go look at it.
Okay. Go investigate.
I did roll an 11, by the way. I don't know if that
12
does anything.
Oh, when you were looking for traps? Yeah, you didn't notice any traps.
Oh god.
Oh, is that all I can do? Is thieves' tools like used for traps or anything?
Well, essentially, you're looking for the traps first, and then once you find the trap, you disarm it using.
Okay.
Can I perceive any traps?
Yeah, you look around with your special eye, and you see no traps. If anything, the one trap in the room was kind of like detonated by that goblin. But in the back of this dead end tunnel is slumped against the wall a moldy skeleton, a human pirate, clutching a rusty short sword in one hand and a wooden tankard in another. There's a shattered wooden cask nearby.
Ooh,
can drank himself to death.
I want to look around real quick, and I guess I'll investigate again to look at search his body. That would be what I would do.
Okay. Yeah, you notice in the wall above the skeleton is a slot carved into the stone. The slot has the same width and depth as the pirate's rusty blade.
A puzzle.
Ooh. I look at both of them, and I pick up the short sword, and I start putting it in, but I'm very hesitant ready to run away at a set moment's notice.
Okay. So, do you put it in?
Yes.
Yeah, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, no.
Oh, fuck me.
I forgot how to do that since last time. I just hit dexterity,
Yeah.
right?
If you click your character, there should be a
Save.
Ability?
Save.
Oh, save,
Dexterity. Oh. It'll be ability. Save. Or no, yeah, we save normal save, right?
Yep.
And dexterity. Boom.
Yeah,
Did I do
I'll
it?
say you're able to jump out of the way, like, because you were already assuming it was a trap, and rightly so.
Mhm. I couldn't help myself.
And yeah, as you leap out of the way, a loose rock in the ceiling falls, hitting the skeleton, but breaking him apart.
Guys,
And-
I solved the riddle. Do not stick any swords in the wall.
What are you
Trust me.
doing? What's going on?
Investigating.
And looking above, hidden where that stone had fallen, is a moldy chest.
Ooh.
Oh.
I'll take out my grappling hook and I try to like throw the grappling hook to try to get that moldy chest.
Okay. Yeah, let's make a dexterity check.
Right.
We'll just say sleight of hand. Sleight of hand sounds
Boom.
fun.
No, I already did a very good dexterity check.
Sure, okay. You're able to dislodge it, and it falls crumpling to the ground, and the moldy wood kind of splinters and falls apart. Inside is 500 silver pieces in a shark skin pouch.
Ooh.
And there's also 5 moss agates, which are nice green stones, valued at about 10 gold pieces.
Ooh, they can all fit inside the shark skin pouch.
Yeah, they're all in this nice shark skin pouch.
And you thought I was messing around, Aeodin.
I still have no idea what's going on down there.
We're fine. I mean, I'm fine.
Yeah, you
I'm
all kind of
drunk.
like followed him into this just to watch Hershey do Hershey stuff. And you watched him solve the puzzle. These are all things, I don't know who wants to add them to their inventory, but there are other items in the chest.
Oh.
Oh,
So you have the 500 silver pieces. There's 5 moss agates, which are just 5 green stones. There's a pair of bone dice. There's a 6-inch tall, empty obsidian bottle carved in the shape of a wizard's tower. The removable cork roof.
Well, that sounds special.
Yeah, so it's like a
dope as fuck.
That sounds pretty
like a
sick.
vial with a nice cork. And you value it at about 50 gold pieces. There's a pearl necklace, which is pretty valuable. And a shriveled
Someone writing this
elf's
down.
head.
I'm not writing this down.
I will copy
Yeah,
paste it, and then you guys can
Okay,
copy
okay.
paste it wherever you need it.
Shriveled what
Okay.
head? He shriveled what head?
And the last thing was a shriveled sea elf's head with a potion of water breathing stuffed into its mouth.
Oh. Poor
Wow.
guy, but still.
Yeah, this was his booty, dude.
This is pretty good
This
stuff.
is the most pirate chest I've ever seen.
Well, we'll, you know, we're all down for sharing, right, guys? So let's just put it away for now. But I want to give
Yeah.
Zablob the pearl necklace, and I put it over his head.
That's worth the most.
Yeah, what
Well-
the hell?
Well, you guys
Zablob flutters
Give
his
him the
eyelids
dice.
like, thank you, Hershey.
Oh.
well, you guys can always get it back. He's here. He's our friend. I'm sure he'd sell it for us if he needed to.
All right. That image, it does make me smile. Pretty,
Mhm.
Yeah.
pretty big.
You realize that everyone on this side of the cave must be entirely stupid not to have found this yet.
Yeah.
I guess we'll just put this all in the party inventory then for now.
Just
Alright.
yeah.
Yeah, just
So
copy
as-
paste it there.
Even
As
though
everybody-
Hershey did do all the work, but I did just give away the necklace, so it's even.
Right. So as everyone is divvying up coins and bags and such, I'd like to start a ritual to cast Detect Magic in
Okay.
hopes of like finding little triggers or like things that would be set there to kill us.
Yeah, as you do so, you get the faint aura from this trap that was already kind of like discovered by the goblin, and you're under the impression that if you go further through that corridor, you might come across a couple more.
Cool. Awesome. So I've got 10 minutes on Detect Magic.
Okay, so yeah, you're like holding out your hand and kind of like feeling for the aether as to like what might draw you towards it.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, are you guys going through the dwarven corridor?
Let's do it.
Do it.
I'd say we should.
Yeah, you
I
come
guess I'll be
across.
second.
Yeah, you come across a very tall stone door, and it's made of thick stone. And as far as you can tell, there's no way other than pushing it that you could get inside.
All right, I'll push it.
Go muscles, go.
Okay, make a strength check.
Hey.
The doors kind of like hinge, and they have like not like a creaking sound because they're stone. It's like a completely revealing yourselves. But as you open it, you realize that there's another pair of stone doors.
Awesome.
Be careful with these doors, guys.
All right, I'll keep pushing them.
Okay, make another strength check.
Should probably make sure
This one
Aeodin's
right
like
here?
somewhere near the front so he can.
Ooh, do you have any of that
Make
oil
sure
left
what's
over,
going on.
Aeodin? So that you can put some... oh, is it like a scraping of stone, or is it like a hinge that is like squeaking?
Do you have anything?
Oh,
have
the
any
oil?
oil?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like lantern oil. But we could try some.
Yeah, why don't we put a little bit of that on the hinges?
Grease it up.
Grease up the hinges.
Well, is
Sure,
there another
sure.
passageway right over here?
Wait, you're not supposed to know that. No.
Yeah, as you all kind of like move through this corridor, if you were to keep going west, you begin to hear the sound of the creek again. But essentially this dwarven corridor kind of like winds into several like very thick corners, as in like you would need to like really move at 90-degree angles just to leave.
Got it.
Well,
Yeah.
guys, do you want to go that way or do you want to go?
Let's try the door.
You begin to hear
Alright.
a banging, and this is kind of like alarming because it's stone. You hear the sound of like something hitting the stone, and it sounds kind of like a sludge, like.
Maybe we don't do this.
It's coming from the door
Go the
area.
other way.
Yeah.
Quietly.
Maybe that's our boy.
It's probably our boy. But maybe the other way leads around the back.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you saying we should investigate?
Sure, but like quietly.
It's very
Stealthily.
ominous. It's like, and it's like not stopping ever since the sound of the first stone door.
Do you want to close this stone door for now?
I didn't open this one.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, I'm saying the first one you opened.
Would we try?
Well, if we have to run, I'd like to have an open stone door.
Well, this is like okay, but this is like the door that he opened there, and then there was the second set of doors. So
That we
if we're
haven't
back and we're gonna go around the corner, then we close this door, and we still have the way out through the cavern.
Oh, I thought you meant like. Oh, never mind. I thought there was a door in like the
He
entrance to the
opened this
cave.
door.
No, we
Yeah,
I
opened
see.
this door.
It was a pair of stone doors. You have already opened the first one.
These are the stone doors that you were
I
talking
would say the only concern would be being cut off. Or
There are no
someone.
doors here.
Is he
something.
talking about here? Are these doors right here?
Are these doors?
I thought no. Hold on.
That's the corridor there, and
I thought
you
there was
all
a
kind of like
door-
peek around.
I thought there was a door right here that we pushed open to get in, and then we opened a pair. There was two pairs of doors.
So this here, this wooden thing, that's the door. And then
There's
here's the
no
second
door
door.
here.
Right.
This
Oh,
I
was
see.
was the opening that you all came through. That was kind of like transitioning from the cave
Got
into
it.
the dwarf.
It's like the
Oh, okay,
halfway
okay.
finished area, like they were going to continue on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
When I
see, thought
described
there was
it,
a door.
yeah. When I described it, that's what happened.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
Well,
then,
I
yeah,
shut
we
this
should
door.
close it.
Okay, so you close this first door here.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
All right.
So yeah, you're moving towards the sound of the babbling brook, and as you get to this fork here, you acknowledge that the river is this direction. To
Can we hear anything or see anything to the north?
the north, no, it's just another tunnel that keeps going further. However, this one seems to have another 90-degree angle where it would take very careful movement in order to peer beyond it.
Ooh.
Go see, check the river.
Yeah, which one do you want to go for?
Which way?
Let's go right, since it's still finished.
Okay.
Yeah.
You, as you go through this corridor, you notice the river, and it kind of opens up.
Oh, it's 13.
Nice.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't know why that's there. It's definitely not for my reference at all.
Did that have any sort of magical?
Yeah, the 13A glowing before you kind of like illuminates and pops, and then an explanation occurs.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so you notice a couple rafts along the riverbed, and everybody go ahead and make a perception check.
Ooh, come on in here, boys.
Oh no!
I don't. I do
Oh.
great. I do
Hey.
awesome. I see everything.
Back to back.
Oh God.
Yeah, so Hershey kind of explains the entire scene for you all, just having like this out-of-body experience. Well,
I've been here before.
yeah, you acknowledge that these rafts have a lot of drow similarities, and that maybe the drow have used these, and just along the walls are two 10-foot square rafts that are made of logs of, and you already know that they're zerk wood,
Ooh.
and they're lashed together with thick spider webs, which you wouldn't be able to tell at first glance.
Oh, so these are made by the
Riders.
Driders, yes.
The drow. Driders,
Oh. Well, they use Drider web, maybe? I don't know. Maybe they just
they're
use
made of spider
webs.
web. Yeah, you're unaware.
I'm unaware. Okay, I just know they're spider web. I thought maybe I could just tell the difference.
Well, yeah, you were just able to like look a little bit closer, and you're like, oh, that's not twine, that's actual spider web.
Gotcha. Okay, well, that's what I see, guys. I've noticed all these different things, and I'm thinking the drow are nearby.
There's also 6 10-foot poles that are used to guide the rafts up and down the river.
Ooh, like gondolas.
That'd be helpful to have for traps too.
Do we see like how far the river goes down at all?
Yeah, so you look into the river, and it's a very shallow at first glance. You do notice that there's a lot of like fecal matter and just like disgusting, kind of like sewer-ish, kind of like characteristics of it.
From water
Looking like
flowing down here.
it's very dark. So with your dark vision, you're not able to see past like 60 feet. It continues in both directions past that.
Okay.
Okay, so this is
Well-
a definite escape option if we need to make a somewhat hasty.
That's good.
There's another like very thin cavern outside.
Ooh, how big are these boats?
The boats are 10-foot squares, so 10 foot
Ooh,
by 10 foot.
I can fit one of those things inside my portable hole. But I don't think I will.
10 by 10?
Yeah, it's a 10-foot hole. 10 by 10 hole. It would just fit.
The portable hole?
Yeah, it would just fit.
Wait, it's 10 by
No
10?
Yeah.
kidding.
No way.
It's a 10-foot hole, so it would
I
be
think it's
10 foot
No,
across,
it's
10 foot
feet deep. 10 feet
Right.
deep.
Yeah, 10 feet
So
deep.
it's only handkerchief-sized hole?
Oh, it unfolds into a circular sheet that is 6
Mhm.
feet in diameter.
Ah,
So-
so we could get in. It's not 6 feet wide though, so you could just slide that boat right. We could slide multiple boats in there actually.
No, it's 6 feet wide total. It's kind of like you unfold it like Looney Tunes style, throw it on the floor, and the hole itself is 6 feet total in
And
width
10 foot
Uh,
deep.
and 10
If it's
foot
a-
deep.
So yeah,
If it's a
let's.
10-foot square, though, you couldn't fit a 10-foot
Right.
square
Oh
in a
yeah,
6-foot
yeah.
circle.
I was just thinking that they're more like a canoe for some reason. All right.
Oh, all right.
Well, that
I
is good
guess.
to know, though. That'd be dope to have like water vessels on hand all the time.
Mhm.
Yeah. So up to you. Which direction do you want to go next?
But
I
I'm
say we
sure this
break one
little-
of these rafts in half, and then we'd have
Yeah.
a 10 by 5, two 10 by 5s. Then we could put those in the portable hole.
Well,
That's an option.
I guess so.
You know what?
Sure,
I
why
think
not?
I think we should just leave these things alone for now.
Come on. We're not gonna go. We're not gonna go on a crick adventure.
You know what? Let's jump on the crick. You know what? It's completely different from what we wanted to do. Let's just go on the crick.
Let's do the Tom Sawyer thing.
Okay.
I want to kill this bitch in here. I'm sure
Okay,
this
so-
little passageway leads back to the front.
It sure does.
So
I wonder if there's a back route behind where we want to go.
You do notice that the current flows south towards what you assume to be the direction of Skull.
Okay.
How fast?
Not fast at all. It's like a very slow creek.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Okay, a good escape route.
it's going to go to
Nonetheless.
Skullport, so yeah, we could get back to Skullport if we.
Go this way then.
Let's go this. Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you follow this narrow path, and you come to an opening where there's a skeleton standing on top of a rowboat.
Oh.
Okay.
I want to look around very carefully.
Wait.
The skeleton.
How is he?
Yeah, no, the
How
skeleton.
big-
His head kind of like turns exorcist style to look at you all.
It
How
moves.
big is the rowboat?
So he's undead?
Yeah, it's undead.
Not necessarily.
They like.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah.
Is there anything else around, like someone like maybe moving the skeleton or anything like that? Can I see, look around, see? If
Is there a ventriloquist?
So as you look around, the skeleton just follows your movements, but it doesn't look aggressive at all. It's basically standing still on this very neat, very well kept rowboat, and he has like a gondola. It's very gondola-esque, and you notice as you get closer that it's a tiefling skeleton, and it just maybe seems enchanted, perhaps.
Could be a summon that's set to guard.
I'll say in infernal. I'm gonna say, why are you standing on this boat, my skinny friend?
So it appears to understand you, but it doesn't reply. It just kind of like nods its head.
So yes and no questions. All right. Who wants to play this game?
The one who can speak weird languages that I don't understand.
Okay. So
He actually acknowledges
you want me to ask it?
when you speak common and infernal. He nods his head.
oh, he can hear you too. Okay. I don't know how I know
What
how to
are
speak that.
Wait,
Also,
no, that's not yes or no.
As you get closer, you notice that it is a black gondola,
okay.
and he's kind of like robed, but you can definitely tell he's a skeleton. Like the robe is very tattered. He's just kind of like awaiting maybe a command of some sort, or maybe a former master.
Do you know where Big Zorn is? Okay. Is he behind us? Is he in the tomb, begging on doors? Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right.
Is there another way to get there other than the stone doors?
And every time he nods his head, it's like.
Ugh.
Are we going the right way, or is there another way?
Oh, yeah.
It has to be yes or no, I guess.
Yeah. Would you take us back to Skullport? Are you able to take us back to Skullport? I couldn't actually see your feed. Did you nod yes or no? Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you take people anywhere else? Yeah. Okay. Well, what do you guys think? Should we go back, fight this guy, and
yeah,
then
we go back and fight this little bitch.
Sure.
and then
I think
come
we-
see our skeleton friend?
Yeah.
Very
Okay.
cautious. I think we did enough reconnaissance.
So
Yeah.
you do notice that to your right, across from the ferryman, is an ornate stone door embedded in the northwest wall that looks very similar to the door you've already come across. And
Back entrance.
Yep, it's flanked by reliefs of helmed dwarves, their faces chipped away by vandals. There's an inscription carved into the door's molding that has also been damaged that makes it indecipherable.
Damn. Would my detect magic still be up at this point?
Yeah, we'll see your detect magic still up.
Okay. So I'll move towards the doors. I'll get within 30 feet, just within range.
Yeah, you notice that there's a enchantment on the stone door itself.
Okay.
So detect magic, what does that reveal?
It reveals the school. That's basically it. Here,
Okay.
I'll ping it. Spells, detect magic. Boom. So I sense magic, faint aura that bears the school that it comes from.
Yeah, it's some kind of like illusion magic that prevents entry. Kind of like a security detection that it has on the outside.
Maybe. Does anyone speak Dwarvish?
I do.
What's the Dwarven word for friend?
Brach.
Brock.
It's like brach,
Brach.
but
Brach.
it's brach.
Sorry, you didn't put emphasis on the.
Brach.
Gulroc, you would never be accepted in the corp.
Did anything happen?
So the door is a little bit foreboding, and just at closer look, it looks as if you need some kind of magic in order to open it, unless you were a dwarf.
Ooh, can we? I don't know. Can we? Is there like any? I guess like you didn't say there was any slot. I was thinking about the worm statue, but I guess there's nothing.
No, but one thing you do notice is that there was a familiar pressure plate that had already been activated, similar to the one in the back. And this one had a block of stone that didn't hit anything, but you can see that there's remains of a block of stone around you.
Can I look up and see in the relief if there's anything up there?
Yeah, the ceiling is much like the corridor you entered in, where it's very like transitional in nature. And so this was kind of like the last of a block of dwarven architecture that was just made to fall.
So no chest up there.
No, no chest.
Okay. Well, I can't. There's no way for me to dispel this or anything like that. Zoblob.
Yeah, what's up, boss?
That book. What's in that book you're reading?
You know, a lot of hanky-danky magic, so I can get my spanky on.
Is there anything in there that you think might help with this door?
You mean like a fireball?
And he actually has a ball of fire in his hand.
No.
I've already casted it, so I need to throw it.
The water.
Step away from the door.
Okay, he chucks it into the water.
Jesus Christ.
Listen, I just leveled up 5 times, okay?
It's exciting, I know. But could you help us with the door? Is there anything in there?
I don't know any knock spells. I think if you had that kind of spell, it might open it.
Yeah.
I mean, I can knock with my fist.
And just thinking out loud, Zagoria, I guess you connect the dots because Gulroc's kind of dumb. But you've had adamantium weapons that deal, pretty good damage to obstacles.
Oh.
So if you have any adamantium weapons.
Forgot about that.
You still have your war axe, or did that break?
You guys, we have too much cool
shit.
traded
Adamantine axe.
So the water failed its dexterity save, but absorbed the fireball.
No, I don't think I traded that in. I don't think. Or did I?
I think you were trying to, but then he was like, "Oh, this is very shoddy, and it's gonna break next time you use it."
Yeah.
So you do still have it. We'll say it's in your bag of holding. You can pull it out.
All right. Well, Zagoria better stop me soon because my hand is reaching towards the door because I'm too dumb.
I just hold his hand for a second, hold like his wrist, and I'm
romance.
Like
romance.
Yeah. So you're saying that this enchantment is not enough to protect it from this type of attack?
With an adamantium weapon.
It's up to you.
We don't know. We
Why
don't know until we hit it.
Why don't you try hitting it with a stick before your hand?
Zagoria, let go of my hand. I'm gonna use my knock spell.
I recommend standing back if I were you guys, and I let go and I kind of walk
I'll go by the
away.
ferryman. I'll go chill with that guy.
I cross my arms out back here, just like slightly back.
When Aeodin gets on the boat, the skeleton actually kind of like does like robot of his arm going around your shoulder kind of move.
I'll pat his hand on my shoulder.
He like
and I'll be like, "Are you having a good time?" Great, me too. This is cool.
All right, what's happening with the door? Who's attacking?
I don't have anything.
Zagoria.
Wait,
I thought your
What?
axe
I was letting you. What do you mean?
Oh, you want me to attack? But I only
Yeah, I
have
was
this
just holding
axe
your wrist, and
sharpness.
I was saying I was letting go and then walking quickly away to just in case.
Oh, I can cast my knock spell? Alright.
Go
I
for
knock.
it, buddy.
Okay, what happens?
I knock on the door.
You don't have a knock spell. But when
With
you
my fist.
yeah, so you
No.
literally knock on a stone door,
Yes!
nothing happens. Nothing
Okay.
Oh, well,
Okay.
Wait, so
Now
we
we
don't
know.
have adamantine
I
weapons?
thought you were gonna hit it with the axe.
Both Zagoria and Gulroc have
Gulroc-
adamantine weapons.
Gulroc
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
realize that. I'm just playing
Hey.
my character. I'm sorry. Fine, I'll take out
Okay.
the axe and I'll swing
I'll be
at
like,
it.
"Go rock
Hit
your
it with your
axe!"
sword.
Mhm.
I'll swing at it with the adamantine axe.
Zabla is like, okay, so by the way, if you guys want me to learn any spells and we come across like magic seller vendors, you can buy them for me. I don't really
Oh,
know that many. I just got
yeah.
the spell book from my overlord, and so he flips
Your
through it, and all the
overlord.
pages are blank except for fireball, as well as a couple spells he picked up.
It's just
He's
fireball.
been
written
reading
over and over
Fireball.
again.
Yeah.
Over and over.
Yeah, he's like licking the page, like, ooh, I can't wait.
Just different pictures of fireballs.
Mhm. And he already expended a level 3 spell slot just to cast fireball.
Oh, he's so.
Alright, well, I'll take out my
Also-
adamantine axe and swing it at the door.
Okay. Yeah, I think for you, as Gulroc, I took it off and replaced it. So just roll your Great Axe of Sharpness. Which, by the way, I think also does the same thing as an adamantine axe.
Oh, well, I had an advantage. I guess 4.
Unfortunately, that does not hit this door's armor class.
You missed the door.
You missed the door.
Yeah, how does that
I guess
work?
I'll use my extra attack then.
Okay, yeah, so just keep swinging.
There we go.
21. Yeah, roll for damage. You're able to get a good hit on the door. Are you raging or no?
No, I'm not ready.
Okay, so
Good
12 points of
giant.
slashing damage. You've carved a good chunk out of it, but it's still got a lot of swings to go.
Oh,
And you
okay.
you begin to hear like the creeping sound of the sludge on the opposite side.
Oh, hey. What if you just like keep it distracted and then like some of us will sneak around the other side and then we can get it on two fronts.
blanket.
Mm-hmm. Is that,
All right, that sounds
how do you
good,
guys
yeah.
feel?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
Would that
sounds
be
tactically
advantageous?
sound.
Zagoria's got the other adamantine weapon. I can go in through the front and just like fight it head on.
Okay. I'll join the front door crew. Somebody's got to keep hitting this door or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zagoria.
Backdoor boys.
I got the dagger, so I need
Start
that.
stabbing the door.
Yeah, start hacking away.
Start now. We'll go through right
Okay.
now.
Peel it like wood.
Yeah,
It's just a little.
I'm
shade
whittling
of
it.
that.
So let me get this
Yeah,
straight.
you're whittling
Gulroc
it.
is going to break down the door on the northern side, and Zagoria is
Okay.
going to do the bottom side.
Yes. We're going to go through here. Because these ones weren't enchanted, right?
As far as you know, because you didn't touch the other door, and with bringing Aeodin there, you realize that it is the same kind of door. It has that property, the security force.
Oh,
really?
shit!
Yeah, it's the same door.
Well, then let's just go back.
How do we
Might as
get
well
into
attack
this
all
place?
together.
Well,
yeah. Do we really need to flank him? Is that really advantageous?
No, well, I thought this door we could just get in, no problem.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was too.
it's essentially, yeah, like the line of defense, and the adamantine
Yeah.
weapons is probably one of the only ways if you didn't have a dwarf in your party, or, you know, a dwarf friend.
Oh shit, we'd have to like go back.
Yeah, let's just go back. I'll help them break down that door because it seems
Okay.
like it's going to take a while.
All right, let's go chip away.
Plus, I think if I'm on my own, I don't know how long this thing would last.
Yeah, how long do you think this will take? Because I'd like to get another 10 minutes on detect magic.
Yeah, so as you're swinging away, every swing takes about a sixth of it. So you're
Okay.
carving it up pretty well. And after maybe like 2 minutes of just, you know, throwing yourself at it, it crumples into pieces. And you get a good glimpse of Big Zorn, who is kind of like sludging his way towards you.
Oh, fuck. I stopped casting the ritual. And I'll ready my crossbow.
Is there another door?
The other door is already wide open.
All right.
Already my short bow.
I rage.
Okay, so there is now an opening for you all to kind of like shimmy through, and Big Zorn is kind of like right there at the entrance. So
can I try to charge in and like kind of push him back with like force of like a?
Yeah.
Is he sludgy or is he solid?
He's like sludgy solid. He's kind of like a Sockwid, you know.
All right.
Like
yeah. Then I want to like kind of
he's
push
a Wendy's
him back,
Frosty.
like almost I guess shoulder tackle him.
Okay, yeah, so you're raging. That'll be a shove action. So just make an athletics check, and we'll see how well you do. And everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
Yes!
All right, I'm going to make this athletics check first. And then... oh, hey! A 20! Yeah!
Right on.
I got a 14 on the athletics, though.
Okay. Yeah,
I guess I'm right here.
You kind of like charge him, and you sink into him, kind of like hugging him at this moment. Unfortunately, he's way too large for you to get a good grip on him. But we'll say that was your action because you were at the top there, and this was kind of like your whole move, charging him. Was there anything else you wanted to do?
Yeah, then can I take a bonus action?
Well, you're raging. That was your bonus action.
Oh yeah, you're right. I guess that's all I can do.
Yeah, you're at the top. So next up was Zagoria, I believe.
Is Big Zorn surprised?
He was there waiting for you. I would not say he's...
Okay.
You can get sneak attack at least, because I'm there.
Right. Okay, I kind of want to, like, go where I can see him and take out my short bow and shoot.
Okay, yeah, you're able to get a good vantage point, and you make sure to trace around Gulroc's figure, but you're able to land a good shot on him. Go and roll for damage. Cool. So 13 plus 5. We got 18 points of damage, sinking into him. Let me just check his resistance. Unfortunately, it didn't do as much damage as you would like. But you still... What? Yeah, you still impact him with the brunt force of your short bow. Anything else you'd like to do?
He's tough.
Looks like a bitch.
I want to just like kind of duck behind the corner a tiny bit.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll a stealth check. Just to see how well you're hiding.
28?
Yeah, you're very hidden. Like, Big Zorn is very unaware of where that bolt came from. Or that arrow. Okay, Hershey's up. What are you doing?
Ooh. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll just use my pistol for once.
Okay.
I'm gonna take aim and fire. Does that not hit?
That does not hit, unfortunately. So it just pings off the dwarven ruins. Anything else you like to do? You have your bonus action. You can inspire your friends.
Yes, I would like to inspire Aeodin.
Sick.
Action.
So it's a D8. Sick.
Oh, and for the reference, the inspire button, that made that animation. Do not click that. That's for DM's inspiration.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So if you guys do something fun, I'll inspire you.
Woohoo!
I'll try and do one per game. That's what I need to do. And yeah, I'll add Zoblob to it. Yep. He'll go last.
Sing me the sweet song.
Yeah, he'll go last. Cool. So Big Zorn's gonna go. And he kind of like glides along the floor. He's kind of like going through unworked earth and stone. And he kind of goes through you, Gulroc. You can make an opportunity attack.
Sure. Yeah, I'll take an opportunity attack.
Unfortunately, that does not hit.
Yeah.
And he approaches Hershey with like a very slow movement to him. And he makes a multi-attack on you. A claw and a bite. Does a 10 or a 12 hit?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so neither attack hits. And he's kind of like lumbering in front of you.
12 hit. Or my armor class is 12. So
okay, the 12 does hit.
Shoot.
And that does 13 piercing damage to you.
Ouch.
And you can see he's kind of like having this moment where he's free, and he's kind of like looking towards the water.
What?
That's gonna be his turn. Zoblob's gonna go. Fireball! Fireball! And he starts igniting. There's like this fire within his hands. And
wait till we're further away, please.
Before you say anything, he sends out a firebolt. Haha, it's just kidding. Firebolt. And then it just pings off the rafters. It doesn't hit anything. I'm going to stay over here. It's safer. That's my turn.
Good idea.
All right, Gulroc's up.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to this mofo, throw down my Wind Fury Totem as my bonus action.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack him recklessly.
Go for it.
My double attack. So I guess I'll just set this to advantage. Balls. If I use my luck, do I get the advantage on that roll again, or do I just get to re-roll it once?
Yeah, because it's re-rolling your attack. I'll say you get the advantage again.
I'm gonna hold on to it for now.
Is the reckless attack every attack, or is it just the first attack?
Yes, every attack for the turn.
Sounds good.
Oh shoot! All right. I guess I'll do damage, and
that does
I want to use my Fury on it. I get to roll an extra D12.
Go with your gut.
Balls.
Alright, so you deal what you assume to be the full amount of damage. Check his is your weapon magical?
Is a Great Axe of Sharpness magical? With this magic's... Well, it says sword and hilt, but we attack an object with this magic Great Axe and hit. Yeah.
It does say it's magic. I don't think it's magical damage. It's still slashing damage. That was just my reference. Yeah. So
it said maximize your damage dice against the target.
What are you reading?
Okay.
Yeah, maximize the weapon damage dice. So you'll do max damage.
I will do 17
when you attack an object. So it's like an adamantium. So essentially, you carve through that door with no problem if you use that axe. But I think you were using the adamantine axe.
Oh, so this one works essentially like the adamantine axe, though.
But better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
But now you know.
Good to know for the future.
But yeah, essentially because this has adamantine properties, you're doing a lot of damage. Just normal damage, I guess I should say, to this giant entity. And he turns towards you and he's like, which I don't think you speak his language. Anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Okay.
I'm done. Wait. Yes, there is something else I'd like to do. Attack again.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Very good.
Oh, I guess it's 12. I forgot to turn advantage off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so unfortunately, that second attack does not find purchase. But even with the wind guiding your axe...
Unless you want to let relentless attack or reckless attack work on that.
Nope. Just for future reference, everybody, it'll always be the left if you don't have advantage.
I know.
But also, just for your reference, the right also would not hit. So Zagoria, what would you like to do?
I would like, especially since he's right next to me, I would like to attack him with my rapier.
Okay. Yeah, it sinks straight into him. Go ahead and roll for damage. 12 plus 7. You appear to be aiming for a vital, and as you sink your rapier into its kind of like molding flesh, it finds purchase, but it doesn't do as much damage as you would have assumed.
Okay.
But still quite a lot. Anything else you'd like to do?
I want to disengage.
And he grows bigger in size.
I want to disengage back to kind of where Zob is a little bit.
All right.
A little bit away, not like
Bigger
right
in
next to him.
size.
So Zob's like, "What up, bitch? Firebolt time. Let's go." Oh, are you hiding?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Just disengaging back.
Zabob sends another firebolt. Unfortunately, he's rolling low. He does have proper proficiency bonuses. He's just rolling low. Zabob's like, I still got it. And by that, I mean I don't got it. All right, Hershey, go ahead.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and use my flying daggers on him.
Okay.
Oh, ignore that. Oh, god damn it.
You blew it.
One of them hits.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what you wanted to roll on
Unfortunately-
your turn, right?
Neither hits.
Either. Ooh,
Yeah, they
whoa.
sink into its flesh, and unfortunately, it doesn't seem to have done anything. It just kind of like gets absorbed, but then you realize that they just poof out of existence once you use them.
Oh.
Yeah, for a split
And-
second, you're like, "Oh god, I lost my daggers." Oh wait, they're back.
Okay. Well, then now I'm gonna try and I'm just gonna leave him for an attack of opportunity. But yeah, I'm just gonna get out of the way.
Okay, if you're gonna leave, he's going to claw you.
Better than a
26.
multi attack.
Yeah, for 7 slashing damage. But you have a good feeling you can outrun him.
Okay. I do
So
that.
You do take 7 points of slashing damage.
I'm not looking good though.
Where do you want to run to?
I'm gonna run towards my back here. Yeah, like towards a little bit farther down the beach from Aeodin and the skeleton.
You start to hear some spooky noises.
Oh,
I start going the other way.
Do you?
I hear the spooky noises. I guess I look around. Do I see anything?
No, you don't see anything. But you made it 20 feet that direction. If you want to turn different direction, you have options.
I'll stay near the water.
Okay. So you're huddled into the corner, kind of like thumb in your mouth, rocking back and forth.
I'm getting ready for my next attack. Tactically.
Oh, okay.
while doing all those other things.
think about where to run away next.
You did have your bonus action if you wanted to inspire or anything like that.
Oh yeah. That's,
You
Or
can also
heal.
use Healing Word. That's a bonus action spell.
can I use it on myself?
Yes, you may.
Oh my goodness, yeah. I'm gonna use healing word on myself. I'm hurt.
I think also you have potions, and potions are bonus action.
Yeah, I hope you all are keeping track of your potions.
I got 2 left.
I got potions.
5 healing.
Oh, hot
Alright, 5
damn,
points of
rolled
healing.
That one.
Better than nothing. The Big Zorn is going to twirl around and face Gulroc, and he's going to do a multi-attack on you, a bite and a claw.
There are with advantage.
Oh, okay.
So
Both of those
19
hit though, right?
Yeah, both of those do hit.
We'll just say both of those do that. So 13 and
Alright.
17. It's
Divided by
slashing and piercing, so halved. That'll be 15
So-
total.
Yeah, 15 total. All right.
Yeah, and he's going to start making his way into the water. You can make an
I'll swing
opportunity
at him.
attack.
Swing at him.
Me?
23.
I think he's right next to you, Aeodin. And 23
Okay.
does hit, so roll for damage.
14.
Yeah, he moves very slowly. He moves 20 feet total. So he's right next to you, Aeodin. And the gondola is kind of like trembling underneath its weight. The
Oh.
skeleton seems unfazed, kind of like rickety-racketing. But yeah,
Scary
yeah,
skeleton.
Big Zorn does take the full brunt of that adamantine-like damage as it sinks through its objective form. Aeodin, you're up. He's standing right next to you.
Does it seem like he's more interested in getting away than fighting?
Yeah, he's looking to like sink into the water, or maybe like follow the water. He just seems like he's having a moment of freedom.
Kill the bitch.
We
I'll
broke him out.
I'll disengage. And I want to move towards like right here. And
Okay.
I'll kind of I'll ready an action, and if he makes an attack on anybody else, I want to do a crossbow attack.
Okay. If you're disengaging, unless you're a rogue, that does use your action, so you won't be able to really ready it.
Oh, I still won't be able to ready. Okay, then I'll just disengage, and I'll just move and just kind of just watch what he does.
Okay. Yeah, as you do so, he takes an opportunity attack against... Oh, wait, no, you disengage. Never mind.
Yeah.
He swings at you, but it goes wide left.
Mm-hmm.
So that's your turn? Anything else?
That's it.
Cool.
Nope.
Yeah, Gulroc, you're up.
All right. Yeah, I just charge at him and again attack recklessly.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and swing. And you have 2 attacks, so...
I know. I'm just tired of rolling so down low.
It's RNG, bro.
Yeah, I know. I'm just debating whether I should luck or not. I want this guy to get away. I don't want to waste everything though either. Fuck it. I'm gonna luck and re-roll this.
Okay.
I don't think anything good will come if he goes to Skullport.
22.
Yeah, but then it's out of our hands, and
And
we're still
then-
getting what we want.
13. Damn.
Yeah,
dude.
so 22 does hit, so go ahead and roll for damage
Jeez. Another 14.
Come back, the whole town
there.
just defending from this creature.
Hmm.
Well, he's got to go past the hobgoblins. Well, no, if he's taking the
That
river.
goes straight to it.
Yeah, that's my turn though.
Okay, so yeah, you do
14
14 points of damage. You feel each impact of your new shiny axe rip into this fleshy golem of sorts.
Oh, shiny.
Yeah, your axe seems to be doing what you paid it for. So, Zagoria, you're up.
Except for hitting, apparently.
Okay, I want to run up and use my rapier to try to stop him, basically.
Yeah, so you sink it into him. 13, unfortunately, does not hit.
Other than that, I think I'm just gonna chill here, I guess.
Okay, not gonna disengage or hide or anything like that?
Nope.
Okay. Doblob's like, alright, fireball time, let's go!
Do it, bitch. Do it.
Yeet. So he throws a fireball.
Ooh.
Gotta make a dex save.
And yeah, I don't know if I want to make you guys do a dex save. I think, yeah, Zoblob's a little new to the fireball game. So he kind of like lobs it in there. The skeleton dude's also gonna have to make a roll.
Okay, so
No,
me
where
and
did you
Gulroc?
target?
Yeah, you go.
It's like, how long of a range is it?
It's a 20-foot sphere.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
well then, yeah, definitely in it. I get advantage though.
Yeah, and you'll need to do one as well, Zagoria.
A 23.
Holy shit!
Rip.
Good lord! How many rolls? Like, that's gotta be like 90% of my rolls have been like
Hey,
fives.
we've had games where you guys crit like 3 times in a row.
That's very
Yeah.
true. It's
These
very
things
true.
happen.
Yeah.
It's
Very
all
true,
part of the
very true.
game. It's all
Yeah.
part of the game.
Of course,
So-
of course.
Yeah, I accidentally rolled for the wrong character because everybody's standing on each other. So I rolled for the gondola, and the gondola is like, huh?
Yeah, I was like, why is it showing up?
Wow.
Oh no!
So the skeleton
No!
burns, like literally, kind of like nuclear blast blows him away into like dust.
Oh,
Zoblob's like, I still got it.
Zoblob, that skeleton was our friend.
However,
I think.
yeah,
We think.
Big Zorn, however, is also engulfed in flame, kind of like falls into pieces, kind of like Sandman style from Batman.
Oh.
Yeah,
Is
he
he
is
dead?
not immune to fire, and so he takes the full damage, and Big Zorn has melted. He's become like a clay replica of himself.
Zoblob.
Is there like any core or anything in there?
Make an investigation check.
Okay.
Do
Wow.
we still take how much damage?
Yeah, if you pass the save,
Mhm.
you take half of 29, so you would take 15.
Is it okay? It's rounded
14.
up. Got it.
Yeah,
Oh,
go like
shit,
you
I
would take
took
the
29.
full. You took
Yeah.
29 points of fire damage.
Jeez.
Ouch.
Sorry, big boy.
I'll get you back later while you're sleeping. What? 14.
Listen,
Zoblob.
I'm just trying out my stuff, alright?
That was incredible.
Thank you. I learned from the best. Me. I learned from me. I'm very good.
Thought you learned from that spell book.
It was my pearls I gave you.
Well, the spell book, I just read it out loud, okay? Like a pop-up book.
It was my pearls.
The pearls.
Yeah, the pearls. He uses the pearl necklace as a focus. He like rubs it and he's like, "Ooh, fireball!"
He looks great.
So unfortunately, even with your special eye, Gulroc, you were not able to find anything outside of just chunks of clay as well as whatever it was made out of.
I just wanted to make sure that there's like no core or anything
Sludge.
holding it together.
Yeah, it was kind of like an anomaly, kind of like stitched together monstrosity. And as you all kind of like have this moment of pause, we'll go ahead and take our break and we'll reveal what's inside the throne room.
Ooh.
Alright.
Welcome back, everyone. Tonight's episode of Bounty Bard. We just defeated a giant flesh monster. And now we're going to plunder his loot.
I want to plunder his booty. Can I roll to plunder his booty?
You already did, unfortunately.
That was to see if he had a core, like something that's holding him together to stay alive.
Mm-hmm. So as you all kind of walk through the threshold, you notice 20 cubes of solid granite, about 8 feet on a side, are arranged around the chamber. There's one cube near the west wall, and several near the north, maybe like 5 near the south. I just drew a bunch of squares. But there's also 4 unfinished statues situated around the room that have piles of chipped stones around them. One of which is a female dwarf priest. One is a half-finished statue of a cheery dwarf girl riding on the shoulders of a father. Another is a half-finished stone door carved with the image of a heavily armored dwarf. And the last of the 4 is an uncarved block of stone, which a stone brazier is emerging. And these are all kind of like unfinished, like almost like
a torch pot. That's like a pot of flaming oil.
Yeah, like a brazier would be like a torch, like a big.
You said a brazier.
Oh, like the clothing.
I think they call them braziers too.
Yeah.
Brazier. But there's so many cubes around that are very like mismatched and placed quite eerily. They're very like abstract in nature. Hence all the weird squares.
You said the brazier is like unfinished. There's no.
It's a statue, so it resembles like a lit brazier.
But it's with like a stone flame.
Yeah. If you see those statues on the map, those are the ones in question.
Yeah. Okay. So does it look like all these individual blocks were like pieces of a throne, or?
They're all made of granite, and they have like 3-inch thick plaster sides.
Does it look like these are probably what like an artist would use to carve these statues we see before us?
Very much so, yes. That's a good way to connect it.
Okay. So no throne in here.
Looking about the room, there is no throne.
I'd like to take a closer look at the biggest piece of granite.
Sure, just ping one of those on the map.
I'm going to say this one looks big.
Okay, so you walk up to it, and having, studied Dwarven culture and learning their language, you start to poke at it, do like Dwarven techniques of studying stone, which is, of course, lick it, smell it, touch it, hear it, put your ear up to it, This
Zagoria would never do anything with his mouth like that.
Nope, not quite. Unfortunately, this cube in particular just doesn't have any kind of familiarity for you, but you do have the right assumption of like these are definitely made into statues, into sculptures. But you can definitely tell it's granite, and dwarves love stone. And that's why there's so many around you.
Can I check the walls? I want to see if there might be a secret passage or something. Yeah. I'll just kind of run my hands along, just looking for stuff.
Sure. Make an investigation check, and everyone kind of like follows suit, so everyone make an investigation. See what's up.
I don't see anything.
Oh boy.
16.
Gulroc, what do you see?
It looks like a bunch of rocks.
Me too, I see that too.
Sick.
No, unfortunately, you just don't really notice anything out of the ordinary. It's essentially a very pristine, like, throne room-esque, and it was long forgotten in a way. This is more of, like, a storing facility. Like, maybe there was a dwarven sculptor who had moved in, long after, and have just been using it as a workshop of sorts.
Fuck. Well, where's our goddamn throne?
There are like partly consumed like gemstones around, and from the story you've heard of Big XORN, like he eats gems, and that's kind of like what he gains substance from, but he also eats people too. It's normal.
So he more than likely ate the whole throne by now.
Perhaps.
That's the only thing I can think of. Unless it's somewhere else.
We don't, I checked the ground to like see if there was like anything that was like moved. Like was there anything throne sized that seems to have been moved recently?
No, not at all.
I guess he might have eaten it a long time ago too.
There was a trap activated outside.
Yeah. What do you think that means?
Someone could have been here.
Yeah.
Perhaps it was Big XORN. Maybe the throne has some more magical property that turned him into XORN.
Ooh. Or somebody put him in here and then took the throne somewhere else.
Well, maybe we should go. Yeah, that's true too. But you know, I don't really trust exactly how well a job Gulroc did investigating. Maybe we should investigate Big XORN's body.
I could chop him up, see if there's anything in there.
Yeah, see if there's like little flecks of gemstones or something. I'll go with you.
All right.
Okay.
We walk back out to the beach.
Yeah,
beach.
The body itself is kind of like very clay in nature. It's been kind of burnt to a crisp, and so it has like this texture of like dustiness. And as you search through it, you kind of like avoid its maw as well as like its very brunt knuckles. It has a very like liquidy texture to it. Essentially, it's just one giant fleshy golem, and there's
Is
no
it like non-Newtonian fluid. That kind of, you know what I'm talking about?
Not quite. What?
So it's like when you mix cornstarch and water together.
Okay.
If there's
It's
any
like
like
Jell-O.
Yeah, if there's any friction applied, it like crumbles and it's solid. But if you let it sit in your hands, it turns into liquid. It's it's actually super trippy. It's really cool.
Yeah, no, that'd be a good way to describe it. It kind of like creates a bludgeoning force, and this is just being in combat with it. Like it would be able to change its matter at will.
Yeah. Gross.
So we don't find anything useful?
No, it was essentially a giant fleshy mound at this point.
Well,
I'm gonna go ahead.
Zagoria, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go ahead and say, "Oh, I see," and have a looks around. With my ring.
No
of
shit.
X-ray vision.
Yeah, click it.
Ooh.
How do I do that?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Oh wait, do I have it attuned? Oh no.
I think you're attuned. You guys had a moment when you were, our long rest. And you're like, oh yeah, I should probably attune to this ring.
That's
so
the command word.
You could see into and through solid matter for a whole minute. The vision has a radius of 30 feet. And so every solid object you can essentially see through, and it can penetrate a foot of stone, an inch of common metal, or up to 3 feet of wood. Okay. So yeah, you walk around the whole room, you just turn it on, and are you just pacing the entire room, the perimeter?
Basically, it's just trying to look in and see as much as I could possibly see in that minute.
Okay, so you're skimming everything. Is that what I'm hearing?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, take a close look at the dwarven daughter on the father's shoulders.
Okay.
Creepy.
Okay.
I guess.
Yeah, at his behest. And this throne room itself is not too large. I would say the throne room's like 60 foot by 60 foot. Yeah, you take a good look at the dwarf girl. That's the first thing you do, because that's what Hershey asked. But then you move towards all these blocks, all these like big stones that were used to make, a statue out of. And you get to this one in the corner. And as soon as you're within 30 feet, you notice that there's a throne inside of it.
Oh my gosh.
How big is the block?
The block itself is like kind of 10 feet by 10 feet.
So it's hollow?
Yeah, this block is hollow. It's an 8-foot cube. So it's like 4 by 4 feet. And all of these blocks were essentially like within 2 to 8 feet kind of cubes. And so this one was an 8-foot cube. And as soon as you got within range with your X-ray vision, you saw right through it.
Good call.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome. Guess we'll have to break through, but be very careful.
All right, I got this.
Yeah, so as
Gulroc
Zagoria gets close to it, you acknowledge that there is like a dwarven kind of like security perimeter around it. It's essentially magic in nature, but it could definitely be broken through. It's also more fragile than you imagine. Like, 'cause it looks like stone, but it definitely isn't stone. You know what I mean?
Smash it.
Okay.
Good.
Well, I'm gonna take out my.
Could I try to like kind of carve it, like because I'm a wood carver, right? Can I try using those techniques with my great axe to like kind of carve through the stone?
If you were a stone carver, yes. I like where your head's at, but it doesn't really translate for the sake of like this game. You know what I mean? But you are delicate with it. You do smash it. And
I'm delicate. I smash it.
And you do break the throne, unfortunately.
What?
Kidding.
Oh, okay. Don't scare me like that.
Yeah, so with just a light tap of your great axe of sharpness, it kind of like falls, kind of like SpongeBob with
That's what I'm imagining.
Yeah, doing the sculpture. He taps
Be the
it.
marble.
Yeah, and it falls into the exact carving. But this just gives way. Everything falls around this throne, and you see, just gazing upon it, it's made of elven design. It's sturdy in construction, yet elegant in form. It's intricately carved to resemble bundled branches and twigs, with a tiny songbird perched on one end of its back. There were, as you can tell, just everybody's kind of like around it at this point. There were 5 songbirds at one point, but now there is only 1.
What did we need the stone for, or the throne for again?
Volothomp had asked you all to keep an eye out for it because you were going down under.
Yeah.
He was the Hobgoblin.
He's the guy who gave us the skull. Yeah, Skull Manor.
It was like the first big quest you had.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So are we supposed to bring it back up?
Yeah. How big is how tall is it?
I mean,
the throne itself is. It would fit in the big hole for sure.
Yeah, babes.
All right.
You try to lift it up, Gulroc, and it's surprisingly light for its size. It weighs only 500 pounds.
Oh.
But that's nothing.
Yeah, it's essentially like 3 foot by 3 foot in a way.
I don't even need a check.
There's no way it's any heavier than that moonstone.
I throw the handkerchief on the ground and open it up.
Does anybody sit on the throne?
Hey guys.
I'm just curious.
I didn't plan on it. I did want to make like a check just to see, because I'm an elf, if I had any sort of.
So Zablob literally throws himself into the seat. Okay, I guess I'll do it.
Oh boy.
And he starts rolling off, just talking out loud. He's like, "Ooh, I love this. This is very cushiony. Oh, wait." And he jumps off of it. I don't want to sit on it anymore.
Why not?
It's hard to explain. And so he pulls out his spellbook and he flips through the pages, and he casts, and Hershey is familiar with the spell Identify. And there's like this arcane flicker in his eyes, and he kind of like reads out loud this new inscription or interpretation he has of the throne. Well, if you sit in it, you can't tell a lie.
Interesting.
Why would you not like to sit there then?
Because I'm a liar.
Oh, okay, just checking.
It's a compulsive habit, okay?
Yeah.
I knew it at first. I didn't even need to cast that spell. I just knew I should. But.
Okay.
All right, well, into the hole.
Okay, into the hole with you.
Yeah, put that thing in the hole.
Okay, so yeah, you
gotta feel the hole.
Set it gently in the hole, or do you toss it into the hole?
I would hope you gently.
Send it gently into the hole.
So I would say this hole, and this can be up for interpretation, but it's not like your bag of holding where you reach in thinking of what you want and pull it out. This hole, like, you can look inside of. It's a 6 foot diameter.
It's a hole.
Yeah.
Literally just a hole.
So what else is in the hole?
I think a lot of gold.
I believe I took most of it all out and put it in my bag of holding. I don't think there's really much in there anymore.
Emptied your hole out. Gotcha.
Because I anticipated picking something up in the future.
Yeah, so it's 10 feet deep. So how are you going to set this throne on
I have-
Take out my
I'm
rope.
gonna slowly lower it down.
It's
and then
500 pounds.
With my strong ass toes and feet, I will hang at the
No,
top.
no. I have rope. We have rope.
You
We
should
can do
decide how you want to do this, because this might be
Alright.
important.
Well, then
All
I'll
right,
go
let's-
down the hole, and you can like drop it down, push it down to me. Or
Then
something.
how would you get out?
The rope?
Well, there's not enough room with the throne in there.
Yeah, there is.
There is? How wide
It's
is the
6
throne?
feet wide.
So then there'd be no room because it's 6 foot.
No, the throne's only like what, like 3 by 3 or
3 feet.
something like that?
It's only 3 feet wide.
Oh,
Yeah,
well then
we'll
we're
say
good,
it's
we're
3 by 3, 500 pounds.
good. Okay, you're good.
Okay, so somebody gets in the bottom. We get 2 ropes underneath of it, and 2 of us from either side just like lower it down.
I mean, I don't want to keep on holding everybody, but we could like casket style put 2 ropes across the hole, and then you could lower it down like you
That's
would a
exactly
casket.
what I was thinking. Yeah.
That's exactly what
right.
he said.
Oh, I didn't realize.
But that was casket style. That's exactly the point.
Do you have strong rope? This is a 500-pound object.
I have 50 feet of hempen.
I don't think hemp rope is going to
Okay,
hold a
well,
500-pound throne.
Here's what else we could do.
I have chain.
could go down into the hole, and then you 3 can like kind of lift it together because you're all weak ass little pansies, and then I'll like lower it down with my massive orc strength.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We'll
And then
just
you
do a
lift me
handoff.
back up with a rope.
Trying to see if I have anything else. Not really. Okay. We'll just strong arm it and be very careful.
Okay, so who's climbing in the hole?
I am.
Only Gulroc?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I have an idea. Could I lift it alone? 500 pounds?
500 pounds. I gotta find the equation for.
Yeah, I have 13 strength. So like carry weight.
So 30 times your strength score. So what's your strength?
13. So 30 times 13.
And yeah, Gulroc too.
390. Fuck.
390. Yeah.
It's
Well,
too
then-
big.
What's
We
Gulroc's?
lift it together.
Oh, I'm like 18.
I was-
think.
Well, actually,
Yeah, I'm
maybe
18.
Zagoria could help me with this, because my thought is if we could lift it and then Misty step into the hole with it, would it come with us?
You 2 would Misty Step, but the throne would stay, right?
That would require some precise. I think that sounds unsafe.
Okay.
And if one of you is off by like a smidge of time, like it could like tear in half.
Yeah. Shit.
Sounds unsafe for us, unsafe for the throne.
Yeah, maybe that would
Funny.
make more
Half
sense.
it's
but-
in.
I would say in real life, like 500 pounds isn't that much for rope.
Yeah, I think we could just try the rope and see if it holds.
And
Just,
I also have
it.
block and tackle, so we could
You-
use a
you-
pulley.
Oh, what? You do?
Yeah.
Dude, we should absolutely be able to do that.
Well, yeah. Do the rope and stuff, and I can be in there for safety.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, is there anything above us that I could throw the attach the block and tackle to?
So block and tackle.
It's like a pulley.
It's
Where did you
literally
get this?
exactly what we need.
I bought it back in town. Remember, I told you specifically.
I do.
Did you know? No.
No, we got lucky.
No, I knew the situation would come up, and I had a lot of money at the time, and
Okay.
a lot of space to keep it.
We were
Good,
rich.
good, good. All right,
It is
so
a useful thing to have, for sure.
yeah, you do set it up. Gulroc jumps into the 10-foot deep hole. It doesn't sustain any damage from that, and you all kind of like fit adjacent to the hole. You fit this throne up under. You loop the rope through it, all the intricate weaves, branches of it, and you kind of like hinge it to the block and tackle. The throne room itself is like 60-foot high ceiling.
Ooh,
So
how do we get up there?
I have a grappling hook if there's something that I could toss it over.
Hmm.
Is there any kind of like beam or something like that, or is it just smooth
no,
stone?
it's like a smooth stone.
Yeah, there wouldn't be like rafters, right?
All right. Well, maybe this won't work.
Do the way you were talking about before with the rope. Like,
What
Okay,
if we
like
at
casket
least
style.
yeah, or just like lift it up into the cave where the ceilings are lower, and then we could do the block and tackle.
Okay. Does the portable hole only work if I lay it on the floor? Can I use it like
on the wall?
Could I just Oh yeah.
Oh.
Can we lay it on the wall? Or I guess how would it stay up?
Push it in.
I guess 2 people would hold it up and Gulroc would push it in.
Yeah, but then when you like unfold it,
Oh, would it be sideways?
it would be sideways, but it would be safe on
It'd be
the
on the
like
floor,
flat
so-
side.
I think it would have like this portal effect where as soon as you walk through it, if it's on the wall, like the gravity is always downward.
Okay.
So it would
that's
still fall.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fun.
get
We're
this
learning
in the
so
hole.
much about the
Just
portable
throw it
holes
in.
today.
It is physics.
I love it though. Okay,
So let's try casket style.
casket style. Here we
Alright.
go.
And it's
I've
hempen
got 50
rope.
feet.
That's
I've
all
got
you have is
50
hempen?
feet. Yeah, let's
Is
see.
that weak in this universe?
Hemp is pretty weak.
Let's
No,
see.
Not if you make it into rope properly.
I mean, I don't want to. I
It
really thought
doesn't-
about getting silk rope.
Yeah, it
I didn't get
doesn't
it, though.
say like how much weight it could hold, but to break it is a DC 17 strength check.
Yeah, that's what I'm reading too.
So
As long as it doesn't yank us, it's not a moving throw.
yeah, but like just using that as a point of reference to try and guess how much
Gotcha.
it could hold. All right, and what else are we
I
gonna
mean,
do?
hemp is a very versatile material. It could be very strong if it's made into rope.
Yeah, man, it's really good, bro.
Yeah.
It says
bro.
it says it can work.
it too.
Yeah, I'm reading this forum and it says like a lot of like 600, 700 pounds,
Okay.
800 even.
Yeah, it won't break under the strain, but it is getting rather close. So I think without a problem, if you are able,
I'm there for safety too.
yeah.
Let's
So
try it.
Gulroc's
I'm
at the
willing to
bottom.
roll whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you guys all kind of like loop it, coffin style. Gulroc's down at the bottom of the hole. Everybody, just make a strength check.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, no, please.
So strong. Oh yeah. Oh,
I don't do
yeah.
too well.
Oh no!
Oh,
I
the
should've
guy's
kept
on
my
top.
luck roll.
Why does it say -1+1?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
well,
S-
that is weird.
Wait, can I? I'll add my inspiration die.
It's been over 10 minutes.
Oh fuck! I'm not inspired anymore. God damn it. Okay.
Zagoria, rolled a 13. It's up to
Yeah.
Aeodin.
we dropped the throne.
Did you roll, Aeodin?
Yeah, it was 6. Is it
Oh,
not showing up?
Yeah, it doesn't show up for you.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Yeah, what button are
It
you
was the
clicking?
16.
Are you
I'm
clicking?
16.
I'm doing it from my character sheet.
Oh,
Here,
I
I'll
see.
do this. I'll do this one from the hotbar. Let me see if this makes a difference.
Should have
sorry.
kept my luck roll.
I probably can solve that as to why it's
Can
not.
you see this one?
No. Oh, there we go.
16.
Mine went from my
15.
character sheet.
Okay. That one you can see?
Yeah, 15.
Mhm.
That's the
Okay.
one we're going with.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I'll
Well,
say
that's-
there was a brief moment where this throne kind of like had tumbled a bit. Gulroc, make one more strength save. See if you can catch it.
Shit.
Gulroc?
I haven't been rolling too well today, guys.
Yeah, but
We
this
believe
is your
in you.
thing. You're good at this.
I just rolled a 5.
Gulroc?
Okay, good.
16.
That's a little bit better.
Gulroc sustains a little bit of damage having to catch a 500-pound object, but he does save the throne from taking any unnecessary damage.
Whew.
You take
do I take?
1d12 damage,
G12. Woo.
11 points of bludgeoning damage,
Jeez.
Wow.
but the throne is exactly how you found it, although it does have a little bit of half-orc sweat stain on it.
That's fine.
That'll
and
buff right out.
And so Gulroc kind of like, it takes him 10 minutes to get all the rope out by himself, but he's now at the bottom of the hole.
I just hold on to the rope.
Yeah, does anybody have a way of getting the rope
Let's.
or
I think
getting
we
him
can
out?
3-man.
Yeah,
hold
3
him
men
up.
hold it. Right, yeah.
and I can kind of like climb the wall too, right?
Or we could like we could
smooth
tie it
surface.
off on one of the statues, and you could just
True,
climb
true.
up it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll say you guys get him out without a problem. I just wanted to make it difficult. So, yeah, cartoon Looney Tune style, Hershey folds up the hole, and you now have a throne in your inventory.
You guys want to do a jumping freeze frame? Yeah.
Ta-da!
That took way too much effort.
But you were promised a lot of money for that, I recall.
I don't.
And he probably doesn't even
much
have,
of
but
anything.
yeah, sure.
Sweet. Well,
It's another shitty house.
Here,
Are we
actually
just
look.
like gonna go back up there now? Like, how are we gonna do that?
No.
Well, there's plenty of like bit to still explore if
I
you want to go
bet.
deeper.
We
What?
could call your fire buddy. and do
Godfrey?
some
Yeah, delivery
chimney-
service.
Chimney jumping.
just a chimney sweep.
So,
Get
Chimney
the throne
delivery
back?
service.
and with the throne, Volothamp never promised any money, but he did promise favor with the elves. So that has
Oh well, that's never
some
bad.
worth.
I remember money.
This throne. Well, we're gonna negotiate. No one's getting.
Yeah,
the
you
throne
can
for free,
negotiate.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
all.
that was a lot of effort.
Yeah. Alright, so where are you guys heading?
I'd like to go
back to
check
that
out
boat.
this
Oh.
gondola. Yeah.
A rowboat, actually.
Yeah,
A
so
rowboat
the skeleton ferryman, who is a pile of dust at the moment,
Rip.
unfortunately is not there to attend to the gondola, which is skeletal in nature as well. But just coming close to it and having that kind of lingering detect magic feel, you notice it does have like the same enchantment as the skeleton. Kind of like has an automated nature. Like you could essentially tell
Okay.
it where to go, and maybe it'll point you in the right direction.
Well, shall we head back and talk to Volothamp? Or is there anything else we need to
There
do?
was
down
that route up north.
We never
Oh,
looked that way.
You
We
recall
can
there were
explore that
drow
before we go
rafts
back.
to the north.
hmm
Mhm.
No, but there's this up here too.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
Well, we know south is Skullport. We could just go north to see what's up there.
We'd be
Yeah.
fighting the current.
Well,
Well,
the
we can go
rowboat
through
would,
here,
or the
Yeah.
gondola would.
and we could also go back and report to Hobgoblin man about killing this thing. 'Cause who told
Oh,
us
Quinn?
about?
Well,
Oh,
you guys
no,
had
we
asked about
asked-
the throne.
Yeah,
we had asked about
they
the
just
throne.
gave us info. They didn't care either way.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we could
Yeah.
check out this north passage. I'm
Yeah, we got
interested.
this up here.
We are a little bit hurt though.
Yeah,
Let's
you
go.
guys can take your short rest if you like.
Yeah,
You take a short rest? Oh yeah.
I think I'm okay.
Roll.
I didn't get hit or anything. I didn't do anything, honestly. I
I'm gonna roll.
was
5
ready to let
die.
him go.
I'm gonna roll 5 die. I think I'm the only one who took damage.
I took damage too.
Oops. Don't
Yeah,
count
Hershey
that
took a
one.
lot of damage.
I
Don't count
guess we
that
can
one.
count that one.
How many hit
Four
die
more.
can I wait? We regain how many hit die for a short?
You regain
Up to
up to half every long rest, and you can expend as many as you like.
I rolled a 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Oh, and I do the Song of Rest with us too.
What the heck?
Oh, good. So everybody gets an additional 6.
All right,
Hell
13,
yeah.
14.
I'll do 1 hit die.
Good lord.
And then I also roll my hit die too, right?
Yeah, if you're gonna expend any. Yeah, plus 6 because of the Song of Rest.
I get my rage back too.
Do you? I was looking into that, and I don't
Short
think
rest.
you get that. Short rest.
I do.
I'm gonna look.
I just linked it.
That's wrong.
Resistance.
You're right. It's just long rest.
Oh.
That's wrong.
Wow, okay.
Finishing long rest. Wow, that is brutal.
I know there might be like a path you can take to where you get it. But yeah, it's long rest for most barbarians. But you do have 4 rages, so that's
Yeah, I
quite a
have 3
few.
left.
Great. So you guys all kind of like set up camp around this gondola. You do hear spooky sounds as you kind of like take 30 minutes. The creek also kind of like carries with it a lot of sounds that you weren't expecting to hear. Kind of like some like shrill laughs, as well as the clattering of spider legs. So you're very on edge, but you're all able to, you know, take a moment to recover your breath as well as, you know, think about your next move. There's plenty of options as to where you want to go. And for the record, you all have leveled up, but we'll do that at the end of the stream.
Ooh! Yeah! That's exciting.
Great. So what direction do you guys want to go? There's several tunnels that you can take. You can go further north. You can follow the river south. Across the way, you actually notice... Yeah, you notice a little alcove there.
I vote north.
On the river or in the tunnel?
This right here. Am I pinging? That one.
There.
Okay, yeah, the tunnel there. Okay.
Yeah, so you all
yeah,
kind
I'm
of
curious
like...
about this too, since it's right here.
It is really close, yeah. So we can just walk, like take the gondola across real quick?
Yeah, I mean, it's a very shallow...
Oh, it's
creek.
wadeable? Okay.
Yeah, so you guys can just like kind of walk through, and Zoblob just scurries on top of Gulroc's shoulders.
Aww.
Onward, trusty steed!
Ugh.
Adventure!
Disgusting.
Who, me? I've
No,
failed.
the water.
Oh. Okay, be more specific. That kind of hurt my feelings.
I'm sorry.
You'll get over it.
I know I will. I've got big testicles.
Can't you feel them on your
But your
shoulder?
balls are tight.
Yeah, those aren't my hands, Gulroc.
You're never riding me again.
All right.
Can
So-
we see anything?
Yeah, as you kind of cross that threshold, you notice many webs. There's like cocoons along the walls. And
we should go back the other way.
in Elvish, Aeodin, you hear,
The queen is mad at me. She's mad as mad can be.
Come again?
The queen is mad as me.
and as you respond, a Drider peeks out of the darkness. Everybody needs to roll for initiative.
Oh, we're just going right into it, I
yeah.
guess.
Oh, man.
no.
The queen is mad at me.
Dude.
Mad as can be. Mad
As can be mad at me. Okay.
I guess that for a second part doesn't really matter.
And she's like walking along the ceiling and like sees you and starts charging up a spell.
These things creep me the fuck out. Roll an initiative. All right, here we go.
All right, so first up is going to be our Drider, it seems.
I fucking hate
Totally did not roll it at one yet.
Zoblob did too.
Oh my.
My rolls are contagious, guys.
Great. So our Drider spellcaster is going to let loose, because everybody's clumped up, some poison spray.
Oh, no.
fuck.
So everybody make a Constitution save.
Ooh.
What's the DC?
14. So if you click your character and then try that save button, it should work.
Oh my goodness.
Hey.
I got
Oh, I'm real good at this.
So I take all 7, yeah? Or
Yeah,
do I
you
take
take
extra?
a full 7. You take a full 7.
All right, good thing.
I'll
Do I
take a
take
full
none?
No,
You
you
have
do still
evasion.
take half that. So we'll say you take 3.
What the freak?
So if you're above
Oh,
14,
wait, we
you take
did
3.
level up.
Not yet. This is more or less like
Well,
at the end of the session.
but that's 20!
He makes a good point.
Yes,
You're-
Okay.
So I think that's all it gets to do on its turn. And then it just kind of like
Lame.
scurries back. Like it got close enough, like 10 feet in range, spewed, and then it just scurried up the wall. So right now it's hanging above you.
Regardless, now
Yeah,
we're
you won't be able to hit it
high
with
up?
melee.
How high above?
Just to get specifics, let's see. It's a 40-foot high ceiling.
Ooh,
pretty high.
Yeah.
that's super high.
So it's made it like halfway up the wall. We'll say it's 20 feet up.
Okay.
20 feet up the wall.
Yep,
Okay.
Aeodin's up.
God, it's so creepy. All right,
There's
I
cocoons,
will,
webs everywhere.
So should I do a fanifier or a chromatic orb? That's the question. I think
Put it down to
I
the
don't see
ground.
any. There's just one enemy right now.
Yeah, right now it's just the one Drider.
All right, I will chromatic orb. So I'll reach into my pocket, take that diamond, whoosh, and
It's mad,
hopefully
mad
roll
at
another
me.
20.
Queen is mad.
19.
Yeah, 19 hits. Roll for damage.
Don't you get that crit from earlier?
Just hits.
I wish. Chromatic orb. What level? Oh, I only have level 1 slots, right? We'll cast a level 1, sure. Oh, that is 15 fire damage.
15 fire damage. You see your orb penetrate into its bosom and it just like sinks in and like evaporates within it. Just spinning fire throughout it. Dealing pretty good damage to it. Is that going to be your turn?
That's my turn.
Next up, Zagoria.
Okay, I will take out my short bow and fire an arrow in its direction.
Okay. You line up the shot. Yes, that hits. Roll for damage. No sneak attack, unfortunately.
Okay, well then just take that off.
Yeah, four piercing damage.
Whoa!
Yeah, you pin it straight in the abdomen. And it kind of like shrieks at the brunt force of it. Anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Okay.
I'm good.
Gulroc's up.
Alright, so it's 20 feet up on the wall?
Yes, and then it grows in size.
Oh!
Can I
Every time
attempt to back up like, say 5 feet? Well, rage first, of course, obviously. Rage. But then in a rage, charge forward and try to jump off the wall and jump up to like slash it.
Sure, make a this sounds like athletics. It could be acrobatics. I'll let you choose.
I will do athletics.
It grew in size, right? Maybe it's easier to hit?
Oh yeah, it's bigger now.
It's more or less like the acid hit you all and you're like, whoa, it's a big spider woman.
So it was already
17.
that size, we just didn't realize it.
Yeah, you're able to like just barely hit it with one attack. So you won't get your multi. Yeah.
Okay. That's fair.
That makes sense. It'd be weird if you were able to.
If you were just
well, actually, can I, with the first one, sink into it, use it to like sling up and then do another one?
Oh my god.
You attempt to do this in your mind and you try and reenact it physically. You embarrass yourself and you actually get caught in the webs.
No.
Yeah.
But it hits are pretty good. It hits.
But the webs, it was more or less like for flavor. You just land in the webs.
Oh, it's a cushion actually.
Well, I did 18 damage, so...
Okay, yeah, I mean, that still did quite a chunk of damage. You cleave one of her legs off, and she hisses at you and speaks more Elvish. Only Aeodin can hear it, but it's like,
the queen will forgive me if I bring you.
Can I flick her off as I like fall?
Yeah, she doesn't really acknowledge it, and she actually shrinks a little bit.
She shrinks in size
to more moderately sized.
It's working.
Yeah. All right, Hershey, I forgot. I think I skipped you, so go ahead and take your turn.
I didn't want to say anything.
Why not?
I thought you were doing. I thought you wanted to make sure the Drider went first for some reason.
Fair enough.
All right, flying daggers.
Okay, yeah, you send out 2. One of them hits. Go ahead and roll for damage. 8 piercing damage, impacting the Drider straight in the bosom.
Ooh,
nice.
That's the best part.
You do still have your bonus if you'd like to use it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna hold on to that. Yeah, I'll just move back.
Okay.
Or move in a more safe position. Got it.
Sounds good. All right. So that will put Soblob up next. It's like, all right, fireball, boys, fireball.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not in range anymore.
He spins up a ball and he slings it. It's just a firebolt. Does 8 points of fire damage. And he has the improved firebolt, which is 2d10 plus 3. And he rolled a 2 and a 1. So I still got it. He blows his fingers. All right, Hershey, we're back at the top, so go ahead and go, Hershey.
Oh, okay. Flying daggers.
Yeah, right.
Neither hit.
So without a moment's notice, Hershey just goes. And
I shot too early, and that's why they didn't work.
Yeah, it was preemptive.
Premature.
Yeah, premature knife elation.
Knife elation.
Yep.
Nice.
You do have your bonus if you want to use it.
Bonus.
I don't even know what I would do with my bonus.
You should have more bardic inspiration.
I do, but I only have 2 left. But I guess this is. I'll just use. Oh no.
I'm gonna double check when you get more because I think you do get more.
Okay, I'll use it on Aeodin.
And you can use it for different things, I think.
Sick.
So use your inspiration this time instead of letting it go to waste.
I'll remember.
Oh,
all right.
You can do it, Aeodin.
Bardic Inspiration, you get it back every long rest, and it's equal to your Charisma modifier. So the higher your Charisma, the better.
Okay.
Alright, so Aeodin is once again inspired. And that's going to be Hershey's turn. The Drider Spellcaster, 20 feet up in the air, is going to cast a spell. Which spell? It's going to use Bane.
Ooh.
Put it on Gulroc. Oh no, up to 3 creatures. It's going to put Bane on Gulroc, Hershey, and Aeodin. It doesn't think Zagoria is a threat because it only had like a wimpy arrow. So you must make Charisma saving throws.
Oh,
this is good for me.
Is
bad for me.
Is this a charm effect?
No, it's not a charm.
No, it basically makes it to all your attacks. You have to roll a d4 and subtract it from your roll.
Wow.
What is your Charisma modifier?
I thought it would be more than that, but I usually
it should be more than 0.
Dude.
You're a bard.
I know.
Yeah, we'll just add the number though. It should be like 4 or something. It should be +7.
+7.
Yeah.
So 14.
I'll write that down as gotta double check. If you guys notice any bugs, just let me know.
Bugs.
Yeah, there's one right in front of us.
Yeah.
That's a arachnid.
It's an arachnid.
Yeah. A dried.
Well, bug is an informal term, isn't it? Not an insect.
Good one, Kris.
So I'll say Hershey succeeds on his Charisma saving throw. So you do not need to roll a d4 every time you attack. There we go.
That's subtracted from our attack?
So any attacks or saving throws, you have to roll a d4, and you'll subtract that from whatever number you roll.
That's so
How long does this last?
10 rounds?
Yeah, it's concentration, so if you hit
okay.
Yeah, hit this fuck.
Yeah, I will.
and that was his action. She's just gonna crawl all the way to the top of the ceiling. So 40 feet, or no, 60 feet up, I think.
You said 40.
Yeah, I said 40, and I'm gonna stick with 40 because that's what the book says. Alright, so that's the Drider's turn. Aeodin, what would you like to do?
Alright, I'll do this cool, like, swinging motion and get a full rotation on my crossbow before I land it in my other hand, and I'll take a flurry of crossbow attacks. So let's see how this goes. This is number 1.
14. Does not hit.
Alright, extra attack. Number 2. I just had it. There it is.
And it's a 12. Does not hit.
Action surge. Ha!
All right.
So I'll take 2 more. Why do I keep? Okay.
Can't you add the Bardic Inspiration?
I can. Not it's 19.
Didn't show for us, but 19 does barely hit. You'll need to roll that Bane dice though.
Okay, so 19 barely hits. So I'll slash R 1d4.
Unfortunately, bring it to 17. That misses.
I'll use the inspiration.
All right.
So 1d8.
As inspired as you are, 18. Unfortunately, 18 is below its armor class.
I knew it.
Damn it!
You used all.
All right, well, I have one more. I have one more attack.
A lot of mouth for an attack for it to not work. 23 minus a d4.
Oh,
that should be fine, right?
I mean, it's gonna hit regardless.
Yeah, wait, hold on. Was that a? Hold on. Let's see, because I have great luck tonight.
It's still with a 21. You do impact. You see 4 bolts just shink, 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 and only 1 impacting the Drider lady. 7 points of piercing damage.
Really far away on the ceiling. I'm used to not shooting upwards with it.
Oh, I get it. I know.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
Excuses.
We've all been there. Did you see my daggers?
Yeah, Zoblob's in the back goes, "You suck!" Zagoria's up. Go for it.
I don't think Zablo has any room to talk.
He did it as like a friendly "you suck."
Okay.
Kind of like
friendly,
chiding.
Friendly middle finger too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Let's do another short bow attack.
Okay. Yeah, you
Their
let
team
loose
misses.
another short bow. Unfortunately, this one just doesn't sink in. The Drider like nods her head like, yeah, I'm glad I didn't bane that guy. All right, Gulroc, you're up.
Alright.
Oh wait, did she make a save for the?
Oh, yes, she does. All right.
Yeah.
It's, Constitution save.
Oh,
Because I hit her
nice.
or him.
What does she need to hit?
I think it's just above 10.
Okay.
Yeah, so she still maintains her concentration.
Okay.
Gulroc, you're up.
Alright, well, since I can't jump 40 feet, probably.
Why not?
Probably.
Probably, you know. Maybe.
You still have that chain that you could attach your axe.
Oh yeah.
Like
I can attach it to anything? I thought it was just attached to my club.
it was at the time, and because you hadn't said anything, I guess it still is.
Oh.
Womp
I still have hand axes, though.
You do still have hand axes. So go ahead and frisbee those.
I have a hand axe, apparently.
Oh, only one?
You gotta keep
Yeah,
picking
but I
them
have
up, man.
3 javelins, apparently, that I've never used.
Oh, javelin!
That was
Try
part of
'em
like the
out,
starting
try 'em out.
kit alongside the hand
Oh
axes.
yeah, throw that shit.
It's still in my inventory, so
Yeah, so go ahead.
I'll throw one hand axe first, which I do not have a thing for anymore. Oh, wait, yeah, I do. Oh, it's in here. Perfect. So I'm going to attack recklessly and do hand axe.
Throw everything in your inventory at it.
Pretty much. 26, even -4.
Yeah, we'll say that
probably
hits.
hit.
Roll for damage.
Fuck yo, man.
Does she roll for concentration first, or do I finish my attack first?
It hits, and then she rolls for concentration, yep.
Okay.
I'm just double checking. I don't know if you could do reckless attack with ranged melee weapon. Can you click your button if you have anything?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it was my first one, so... It just says when I first attack on your turn.
On a melee weapon.
Oh,
But
my
The one
God.
melee.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll still go with the left number, which does hit, and so that is 8 points of damage.
It would make sense because it's the same exact motion. I mean, accuracy is the thing, or is the only thing that would be different. I would assume.
You can't just throw it so hard it's more accurate, you know?
Yeah.
Sure I can.
She does maintain her concentration.
Alright, well, here's my javelin.
Okay. Yeah, the
21.
21 does still hit. Because
Wait.
we're going with the left number. But you will need to roll your Bane. So 1d4.
Let me put it to normal. Shit.
3. Unfortunately, that brings it just below the limit. And she's nodding to herself like, yeah, I picked the right one.
Just above the legal limit.
So Zoblob's up.
Y'all a bunch of bitches. Just aim and shoot. Aim and shoot.
He sends out a fireball. Critting.
It's a crit.
Yeah.
Oh my
16
god.
points of fire damage. And the Drider's like, oh, I should have put it on him. Oh. Zoblob blows his fingers off.
Still got it, baby.
Hershey's up.
Oh.
Did she make concentration on that?
I think so. Yeah, we'll do it.
I don't want this Bane debuff anymore.
You can
That
go
means-
ahead with your turn, though, Hershey.
I'm gonna use those daggers.
Oh
She does succeed.
God
And then
damn.
14 and 18, both of those schling past her.
Bling.
Schling. Anything else you like to do? Bonus action?
I guess I'll use healing word on myself.
Okay. Go ahead.
Here we go. Healing word. Wait, 6.
Ta-da! 6 points of healing. What
I'll
was
use it
the
on gold.
word
I'll
you
use it-
used?
I used it on Gulroc, and I said,
Oh, okay.
"Healy Wheelie,
okay.
it's time for healing."
Yeah. Vocabulary has such a magical effect on you,
Mhm.
Gulroc. You can feel your wounds close with every syllable. So the Drider
syllable.
kind of like mutters to herself, maintaining her concentration. She's going to pull out a longbow and send 2 arrows towards Hershey.
What?
One of which is a nat 1, but 23, does that hit? It'll be
Yes.
5 points of damage. She rolled low on that one.
Oh well.
That was good in your favor. Literally
Yeah.
2 1s she rolled. So the Drider's like, darn tootin'. And she climbs to the exactly above you on the ceiling.
Dick move, bro. You don't attack the healer. Medics are immune.
So she is 40 feet directly above you all. Aeodin, you're up.
40 feet. All right, I will aim the crossbow directly up. Not directly up, in case the arrow comes back.
Just boom, boom.
And I will make a crossbow attack.
All right, 11 does not
11
hit.
does not.
This thing's harder than Zorn.
Extra attack.
For real.
They had the same armor class.
17.
Yeah, 17 doesn't hit either.
Oh my god. All right, and then I'll like pull out my little pouch of bolts and prepare to reload the cartridge.
Good.
Sounds good.
I have a question. Would this take an action if like on Aeodin's part, if I like look at him and like try to get him to ready up, like to like launch me up or something, like so I can on my turn?
Yeah, we'll say that could be your reaction. Like you look at Aeodin and you ask him to do whatever you'd like.
Would I be able
I
to?
just point up. You go up there and you like do like a hand motion for him to help like lift, like launch me up.
Yeah, that will take Aeodin's action next turn for him to do that. But you can ready yourself to be like, I'll wait for Aeodin's turn and he's gonna shoot me up.
I don't think that will work though. I have +1 strength. And
Gulroc just wants a spotlight moment. Are you gonna give it to him?
You're massive. We could try.
Well, I mean, I think you're the one that has the highest strength out of everyone else outside of me.
Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry. Yeah, we can try it.
Zagoria is up. In your arsenal, Zagoria, you do recall that you can make things levitate.
Wait, I got things? Or just me?
That's your air genocide racial ability.
I thought it was just me.
Whatever you touch. It's a touch spell.
So you could have float that throne down into the hole the whole time?
I forgot about that, to be honest. I totally forgot about that.
Yep.
Because I haven't even like used it maybe like once, if that.
I could have think a couple instances.
Yeah.
So I carried that.
And again, I thought it was just me. I didn't realize
one time.
Yeah, that meteorite. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
That would have made things so easy.
We could have flown from there. Oh, well.
Okay, well,
this rogue.
You live and you learn. He knew his rogue powers, just not his genocide powers.
yeah.
I should have reminded you.
The thing he's born with.
Oops.
What do humans get to do? That's cool.
Humans, you get a pick. Feat. Yeah, you can pick a feat, or you just get +1 to every stat, which I think is what you went with.
Good one. Good move.
I mean, it's pretty good in the end game.
Yeah.
Well, since I have a bow, can I levitate Gulroc?
Yeah, so you walk up to Gulroc and you place a hand on him, and you channel your skin color into him for a moment, and he lifts up off the ground. Unless Gulroc is against it, you can either fail the save on purpose, or roll a Constitution check.
So wait, he takes on
startled,
the skin tone?
I'm just like,
yeah. So you basically lift off the ground a couple inches. Zagoria, you get to choose how far up he can go. It's less than 20 feet. He can be levitated. And he can push and pull off of objects. This is all kind of like information that Gulroc doesn't really know, but it's essentially off the ground for a moment.
And you said up to 20 feet?
Yeah, that's as far as levitate will take him.
And she's how far up?
She's
there?
40 feet up.
What was the point of it?
If Gulroc kicks himself off the ground, maybe he can get some momentum, but otherwise it's like he's in space, right?
I imagine like he gets up on the range, he just does that cartoon like running in place.
Yep. And levitate can move any object up to 500 pounds, so it would have been perfect for the throne.
Oh my god.
Yeah, guys.
All right. Can the start of Gulroc try to make a fail save or whatever?
So, also for your reference, you can move up to 20 feet in space. So, Zagoria, you can send him 20 feet, and then Gulroc find a way to be pushed another 20 feet. Otherwise, you're kind of like swimming in space kind of style.
Use the momentum of the axe.
My axe isn't 20 feet long to hit the ground to push me up.
You wave it like a rudder.
Yeah, use some.
I guess I'd be strong enough.
But right before you levitate, just do the whole Thor thing and like oosh.
Yeah, we'll say Zagoria kind of readies it for your turn, Gulroc, and you kind of like leap up with it. The Zagoria will say like you speak to Gulroc and you're like, "Hey, buddy, I'm gonna make you light as a feather, stiff as a board."
Hey,
I'm always stiff as a board.
Yeah. So we'll say that all happens kind of like concurrently. Gulroc, it's actually your turn. So are you gonna like Superman up?
Wait, that was my action?
Yeah, it's your action to use levitate.
Oh my god. Okay.
All right, so then I like jump at the same time he levitates me, and that kind of carries the momentum. 40 feet.
Make an acrobatics check. I'm gonna make it acrobatics. Make it more difficult.
You telling me I use my action for possibly nothing?
I mean, in a way, you haven't been able to do much damage without your sneak attack. So.
It's true. I haven't even been able to do like.
Well, with a natural 1, Gulroc Superman's the wrong way. And kind of like is 5 feet the wrong direction from the Drider, and you impact into the webbing on the ceiling. It'll take a strength check in order to break yourself out of the webbing.
5 feet away, but I'm stuck in the webbing, right?
Yeah, you'll need to basically use your action to break free.
My body's stuck on it, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and it's an action to break free?
Yeah, essentially slashing your axe will cut it. If you like, you can make a disadvantage attack against the Drider.
But is 5 feet away, like, close enough?
Yeah.
Like melee range?
Yeah, it's melee. So you were just off...
recklessly, though, it's normal.
Yeah, we'll say it's normal. You're also still baned, by the way.
Yeah.
So it'll be a normal attack. Then. Let's go. Let's see it.
So you're gonna hit her, and then she's gonna lose concentration, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how it's gonna go down.
So you recklessly flail around, being caught in the cocooned web. 19.
Oh god, that fails.
And then plus the bane, you don't even need to roll.
But I get a second attack.
Love it, extra attack. Oh!
Yeah.
And
I was gonna try and find, a reasoning, but I think with that first slice, you were able to cut free from the cocoon webbing, and then now that you're free, you're also levitating. You're not really falling, so yeah, you do get the second attack. Roll for that damage because even a 4 won't affect it.
10 damage.
Minus 10 damage. The Drider takes the brunt of it and is completely flabbergasted as to why there's a floating barbarian in front of her. And
I'm just running in place up here.
yeah. You're like trying to fly as best as you can because you're
doing the little swim.
Not familiar with the sensation. Zoblob's like,
oh, concentration check.
Oh, yes. Let's see.
Yeah. Get that bane off.
Yes, please.
Yeah, she's been rolling pretty well for it. Yeah, still succeeds.
Oh my god.
I guess she's got to get like a 5 or lower. And so.
What a great spell, huh?
Yeah, I'll just double check. I think 10 is the lowest she's definitely rolled, so there might be a number.
Are you looking for concentration?
Yeah, the DC equals 10 or half the damage taken, whichever is higher. So she just barely made it.
Taken,
yeah,
so 10. Damn, dude.
So yeah, she still mutters under her breath the incantation used for the Bane spell, and in between the
spell.
Yeah, in between she lets out some more elvish tongue. She's like,
I must speak with the queen. The queen, forgive me, I am exiled.
There you go. That's some lore. So the Drider lady is going to move away from you. Oh wait, no, Zobob's up. Not yet. Not the Drider lady. Zobob! He's gonna send out a firebolt. 25, dealing 13 points of fire damage.
Oh my god.
He's doing some stuff now.
Yeah. Well, Zobob, he leveled up 5 times overnight.
It's pretty badass.
It's
Quick
crazy.
learner, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, he was always gaining experience. He was more or less like the sidekick, you know. And with that, the Drider loses concentration. And Zoblob's like, I definitely still got it.
Yeah, baby.
Hershey, you're up.
Probably the only good one on the team.
Yeah.
You can say that again.
Garbage.
All right. It'll be a mystery what I do. It'll be flying daggers.
Whoa!
I think that's your preferred weapon at this point.
I like shooting them.
It looks
Unfortunately,
real
neither
cool.
hits.
It's just fun.
You do have +6. You guys are just rolling on the low side, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And not being very proficient with weapons, Hershey doesn't have the same additional
But this is
accuracy.
fashion. I know
Yeah.
fashion.
Well,
It's
after all
Not
the
enough,
crits,
apparently.
after all the crits we've been getting, it was bound
Yeah.
for the rolls to come back, the other way.
Hershey, did you want to use your bonus action?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my yeah, I got 2 more. Okay, healing word again. And heal for 5.
On you or whom?
On me.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna be selfish this round.
So
Oh, can I or not?
yeah, of course you can.
You're gonna
Okay.
inspire yourself?
Oh no, I was gonna use healing word on myself.
Oh.
So the Drider, it's the Drider's turn, is going to look at Gulroc and mutter a new incantation. Dispel magic. So Gulroc, you fall.
Oh no.
Can I use a reaction to anything?
What would you like to use your reaction for?
Would it be possible for me to take out my club that has the chain and like use it on the webbing, like the bring it up to the webbing?
No,
No.
this happens way too fast for you to
That's
react.
okay.
Because it would essentially take a bonus action to pull out a new weapon.
Yeah.
All
right.
But yeah, your mind is like thinking it, and you're already on the ground by the time your club's out.
Okay.
But falling 40 feet, we'll say you take 1d4 bludgeoning damage. So 2
Which is
if are you
half if
raging?
it's bludgeoning damage.
So 1, you impact the ground with such a tremor. The 3-point landing. The Drider starts to scurry along the ceiling towards the back of her lair.
Oh,
That's gonna be
no,
her
you don't.
turn. Aeodin, you're up.
All right, so I will step up. I'll come up to Gulroc and be like, "Do you still want to try to do that launch pad thing?"
Hell yeah.
All right, and then I'll kind of position myself like halfway so he could like run towards me. I could give him a boost and throw
Okay.
him 40 feet in the air. This isn't gonna work.
That's my jumping skill plus your
What are we
strength.
doing? What are we doing?
The
I could-
Drider
I
is
could
looking very
throw
bloodied
you.
at this point.
I could throw you.
Yeah, and you're no
I
longer
mean,
banged.
it will be cool. So like, fuck it. Let's just do it.
Okay.
I got
I'll-
an idea too. Yeah, it's okay.
All right, so I'll just sit there, like, okay.
So Aeodin assumes the position, knee down, hands up, and he's readying his athletic action. So if you want to ready that skill check,
I'm not strong.
Zagoria, you're up.
Okay.
Aeodin is within sneak attack range. You're welcome to try.
Ooh. She is not on the ground, right? She's still on the wall?
Yeah. Oh wait, so Aeodin is not within sneak attack range.
Oops.
Yeah, she's on the ceiling.
Okay. Well, I guess I will, regardless, shoot a short bow.
Fantastic. You shoot your shot. Roll for it. 25. That does hit.
Finally, something.
We're on the board.
No
Hey,
sneak attack.
more than 4 damage.
Yeah, 8 piercing damage sinking
Hey.
into him.
Something.
Yeah, she looks very upset. Also, ready to get the hell out. All right, Gulroc, what would you like to do?
All right, just for clarity before I do anything, how long is my chain?
The chain that is attached to your club is very loosely done, and it'll essentially extend your range in another 5 feet.
Oh, just another 5 feet? That's it?
Yeah,
Oh, I thought it was longer.
but depending on your athletic check as well as Aeodin's, we can see how close you get.
Oh, this is so stupid.
But right now, you do have your club out. You can. Your
I do have
great
my
axe
club
of
out?
sharpness has clattered to the ground before you.
Oh. Wait, when did I get my club out? Okay,
Well, you had mentioned that you would.
Yeah, when I was falling. So, you know what? Fuck it. It's my good old faithful. I mean, I'll pick up the sharp axe just to like not lose it. But I have my club out.
So uncomfortable.
I look at you, but like still angry because I'm raging, and then I just charge.
Oh God!
You charge at Aeodin, and you give a nice 1-2 leap into his arms, and he, with all of his might, throws you up. Both of you make athletics checks.
The bottom of your shoes are so gross.
I think Gulroc, you have advantage.
Oh, I have advantage.
Yeah, because you're raging.
All right.
I'll take it.
Aeodin showed his might
with a +1. Yeah. Not bad. I almost crit.
Yeah, you almost got higher than me with a +7.
And you are right next to her. Like, you have closed the gap. So you can make both attacks.
With my club?
Yep.
All right.
20 feet in the
air. Can I attack recklessly as well?
Yep. So we'll say like you're doing like this whirlwind move with your club, and you just like just hit her twice.
All right, here we go. That's one.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah,
that hits. They both hit.
Awesome. Oh yeah. Okay.
Take her down.
Oh my God, those were the lowest rolls.
Even so, the sheer force of your whirlwind blunt Trollger club, you not only hit her and knock her off, you kind of like bring the momentum back around and smash the club into her, solidifying her into a squishy paste down on the ground. And she is dead.
It worked. Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Oh my God.
I will now call this club my Spider Squasher.
Oh.
Spider Squasher.
Spider Squasher.
Won the day.
All right, that was cool.
I give you a high five.
Did you jump 40 feet in the air?
No, I launched him 40 feet in the air.
Yeah.
It was a team effort.
Yeah, it was both of you together. Like, I think both of you had like 20 feet in the matter. Yeah. Okay. Simple math.
God damn.
This is obvious how that would work.
I checked the Drider. I want to check him out.
Yeah, looking around, there's kind of like entrails along the ground, leading further into the tunnel ahead. And you also notice a lot of like broken statues. And upon looking further, it seems as if these statues were once humanoid. And make a history check. And Hershey, you're allowed to check as well because I think you're proficient. Hershey, I think you're muted, by the way.
I am?
Oh, there you are.
There you are.
And my history check. Boom. Same as Aeodin.
You both look at each other and you realize that this is the work of a Medusa.
Oh,
obviously a Medusa.
Fuck.
It's
look at this. Look at this. The faces of terror. You know.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
further down is a full human clad in plate armor, and it's like half crumbling. His sword drawn and at the ready.
Fuck! I don't think we should fuck with a Medusa. How do you beat one of those? Like, we can't look at it.
What can't I
Is
look
this
at?
the queen that he was talking about?
There was a story I heard about Jason and his Argonauts and the way he dealt with it.
How did he do it?
Well, you use a mirror and you show the Medusa or the Gorgon its reflection, and that'll turn it to stone instead.
Oh.
Do we have any mirrors?
Or you chop off its head and then you bring it to the Kraken, and then you show the Kraken it.
Yeah, we had
at one point you had considered it, but I don't think you did because that was one of the objectives of the Vault of Dragons.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we
anything
have
polished. I don't even know if that'll work. I'm assuming my loose movie knowledge will help us in this predicament.
Fantasy world.
I'll just go blindfolded in.
That's true. We'd have disadvantage on everything, and we are currently injured.
What you talking about? I'm fine.
You're
So you do recognize that this Drider has kind of encroached on the Medusa territory, but all of the statues are kind of laden with the webbing of age, and perhaps the Medusa was from a time past. You'll have to divulge into the cavern deeper.
Yeah.
Well, we did come what we came for. Get what we came for.
We have the throne. We're a
we
little
either go
worn.
this way or we go back the other way. Also, I want to take this time to like try to. Can I retrieve my hand axe and javelin possibly?
Sure, make a investigation check, because you're searching through webbing on the ceiling and wall. You watch as Gulroc kind of like scurries up webbing
Just the first
wall. 15. Yeah, you're able to find one of the two, your choice.
I'll take the hand.
Also, at the behest of David, because he has to have work tomorrow, we will be ending soon here. So you all decide right now if you want to stay or do you want to go.
Let's maybe we could use another rest. Do we head back? Or do we have to head back to rest?
If we don't go here, I say we go north through that passage.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So maybe we like make a little base in the
this
like
is
throne
right
room.
on the way out, anyways, too. So on our way out, we can back up here if we like it.
Oh wait, you're talking about this one right here, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So let's make a little like, staging like camp right here in the throne room.
Okay.
Yeah, at least we have a little nice entrance.
Yeah, all of you make a survival check.
Oh man.
Oh boy. Okay.
This is probably the first time you all have like camped.
Oh,
Yeah,
I want to use
true.
I want to use my hut so we have a safe place.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Are we taking a long rest?
If you're taking a long rest.
We can.
I didn't understand.
I've
what was
already
going on.
rolled.
Yeah, Zagoria rolled, and it's like Zagoria's like, I got the perfect spot right over here. I've already laid out everything.
And then I actually like make a house materialize
'cause I
out of thin
didn't
air.
Yeah, the tiny hut also
Forgetting.
makes it a very safe place to be.
The tiny hut is the shit.
Well, I guess we're just taking a long
survival
rest then.
Yeah, fuck it. Oh boy.
Good thing Zagoria can survive, because the rest of us can't.
I will survive.
We both rolled 2.
All right, well, with that, we are going to level up and see you all next week, level 7, as we keep going deeper into the dungeon.